Hello.
That was hot as hell.
I don't know what came out there. Welcome to Fat Guys, a little podcast. I'm your co-host,
Clearing out your throat.
Steve
A
Markey,
stellar intro.
and always joined by
Charles is here.
Hello. I tried out new tries.
What?
Now back with us for how many times you been on now? Holly?
I don't know, 4 or 5.
Too many is the answer.
The sassy teenager herself, Holly's back. Hello, Holly.
That's me. Hi.
Okay, shut up, Holly.
Okay.
Too much out of you already.
Hey, you should feel blessed, Charles. She actually combed her hair to come here.
I didn't. So there you go.
Her hair she was wild, man, up until about 10
I didn't
minutes
comb
ago.
it. I just put it in a.
Oh,
And a scrunchie.
yeah.
You
We're
would
not
just-
gonna talk about certain things when you do the scrunchie and the hair getting.
Oh,
pulled back.
yeah. All of Facebook seeing all that forehead.
I
you
swear.
So this
She's gonna get upset. She's
It's
well
receding.
enough.
It's receding so far. He does not think it's receding.
Shut
I'm
up,
telling
JoJo
you.
Siwa.
It's receding.
Be
Should
quiet,
we
JoJo.
mark it? Like, you know how when you
Yes.
have an infection and they put an outline around it to see if
Oh.
it's spreading?
You can tell I had a birthmark here. You can never be able to see it. Now you can see it
I
more
think
and more.
it depends on how hard you pull it back. It's all it really.
It's
It
receding.
varies.
I think you're going bald.
I think you're going bald too.
I think you're a hypochondriac.
I think there's a high
Never.
possibility.
Tell your uncle you
Never.
also thought you had scoliosis. Tell him that one.
You have the curvature of the spine?
I thought so.
She thought so.
Crazy person.
She sees something on TV. I have that. No, you don't.
She's gonna come in with all those like Brett Favre like copper things on her arms now. Like, I've got joint issues.
I was like, why are you using a nicotine patch? You don't even smoke. So I needed it. Anyway.
You didn't get those wipes for your armpits? Did you guys see that?
No.
For some reason, that commercial was on like 80 times on the show I was watching. Every commercial break,
I've
you can
never seen that commercial.
you can wipe your armpits with these wipes that stops your armpits from like juicing out friggin' sweat. I was like, what kind of chemicals
I
are
don't
in that
sweat
shit?
like that.
yeah, Bert needs those.
Yeah, Qbrexza or some shit.
So this is the week we're going to have Holly on. Now, next week is our second annual Bowl Pick'em show.
Yeah.
Holly's probably going to drive me back over because I'm
No one fill out your bowl pools until next
That's
Sunday.
right. Wiggs will be back allegedly to defend his crown. BV, Gabe, myself, and Charles. We're all college football next week. So anyone,
wait. Yeah.
any female that doesn't like college football can zone out right now.
We're going to discuss everything we want to talk about this week because next week's pure college football.
Yes, it's pure college football, and Holly's glad to
And
be on
that's why this
week.
week's better.
Yeah. So the reason why we brought Holly back is she's going to tell us how her 2019 is going and what she's looking forward to next year, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
She is the big sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
At Annapolis.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Dude,
yeah.
what's an interrogation?
You're all-
Yes.
Where were you on the 19th?
It's all adding up. Mm-hmm.
And what programs and stuff do you belong to?
What,
Correct.
Dare to be out
What
drugs.
societies and other things?
I'm in NHS, Student Council.
Tell everyone what NHS is.
Okay.
People know what National Honor Society is.
National,
Some people might not know.
It's the National Honor Society, Student Council. I'm the class secretary. What else do I do? I'm gonna join Spanish club.
And you play volleyball.
Oh yeah, and I
You
play
did
volleyball and tennis.
And now Annapolis does have a new tennis coach. She was worried about that there would not be.
What happened to
Tennis.
the previous coach?
He left. He was a teacher there, and he does not teach there anymore.
Oh.
So that a mom.
Did a
is-
kid drown in a pool?
No.
Oh.
No.
Figured I'd ask that. Huh?
Good question. Good question. So how is the sophomore year folding out for you? Is it exciting as the freshman year was?
No, it's pretty bland year.
Well, so next year's your big year. So the junior
Junior.
year is the big year. I know
Yeah.
that from college or from high school when we went through. Like that's establishes future Holly is going to be the junior.
yeah.
year. You ready for it?
Yeah. This year's kind of bland.
You hate your teachers.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But we'll keep it quiet on which ones because
Oh,
you
jeez.
are on
It's only the one.
only the one,
It's only the one.
and everyone hates her.
Yes.
Wow.
But she's been doing a lot of volunteer work this week.
Good job. Did you go to Cleaners? Where'd you go?
No, I did.
We got to take you back there.
Yeah, I actually do. I have to get hours for NHS.
Okay.
But I did. I worked at Polk for the holiday night. It's not like community service. It's still like for the school though.
Okay.
And then
What is the holiday night? What do they do there?
there? It's kind of like it's just like all the teachers' classrooms are filled with like a different craft to do, or like you receive something, or you play a game.
Is it for like local kids or something?
Yeah, it's for like students of the district. Like you can go there, and then it's it's mostly like little kids, like first,
Like
second
Lorna's
grade.
age?
Yeah, and then like you can make like in my craft room, we made little penguin ornaments, and then like in other rooms, you would just get like candy or play a game and stuff like that.
And then she was doing a fundraiser this week, right?
Oh yeah, we had a Buffalo Wild Wings fundraiser.
What is a Buffalo Wild Wings fundraiser? So I've seen the Mongolian thing where someone can guest grill and stuff like that. What is the Buffalo Wild Wings one?
The Buffalo Wild Wings fundraiser is just like if you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, it's the one
Oh,
on
you just
Michigan
attach
Avenue.
your school.
Yeah, and you just
tell
say you're
them.
there for Annapolis. Then like
Okay.
20% of their order, like
That's
because
those Buffalo Wild Wings are so overpriced, dude. So they're willing to give away 20% to schools. It's
Now,
crazy.
tell them what Fatima got upset about her wings about.
Hers were nasty. They're all because like you know how it's
They
like
didn't-
all saucy and nice. They gave her powdery ones. Like
She didn't
just
know what a
powder.
dry rub was.
Oh,
And she ordered
okay.
dry rub
'Cause-
wings.
yeah.
It says dry in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, the waiter was kind of confusing though the whole time. Kept talking. About
Buffalo Wild Wings. I gotta stop.
I don't
I'm going
really
through a
like-
whole
I-
tangent. I can't.
I don't-
Sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings next week.
I don't like it, but I mean that's where we have our fundraisers, so I
get it.
still go.
Yeah.
So everything's going good and you're doing great. So now, tell everyone what is your favorite time of year?
Christmas time.
I'm with you. I love
man.
Christmas.
Christmas
I'm
time,
definitely-
always the best time.
Yeah.
Two giant kids here.
I love it. As a
love
child of the
Christmas.
80s, man. Love it.
Now tell your uncle what you have to wear at the Christmas party.
I got a onesie.
Yeah, we need to talk about.
About what?
So you put the task to us about these bullshit holiday Crocs, and
No,
thank
no.
you for that.
I told my dad.
Dude,
I told-
those things
no.
are impossible
told
to
my
get.
dad- I told my
and you
dad
sent
not
me
to
down
get-
a whole
no.
croc hole.
I told my dad not to tell
You and them Crocs.
I told-
Copyright
no,
Fat Guys in the Podcast.
wait, no.
Crack hole.
I explained to my
Telling
dad not
you.
to tell you to look for those because I said you cannot buy those, and he said yes you can. Check this website. This
You
website,
can, but not in your gorilla foot.
Well, I was like, Dad, he cannot. Buy
I could
them.
get every size, but little Miss was a friggin' Sasquatch over here.
It's not that big. It's only a 9.
Only a 9. You've been wearing that since you were 6 years old,
And your,
Sasquatch foot.
and your own mother's a 7.
Yeah, my wife's a 6.
Yeah, no, yeah, Mom's like a 6 and a 7.
Yeah, so I'm just telling you, like, dude. So we audible to a whole other thing, and we themed it.
She's fine with it, but it's pretty funny.
I told him. It's
So that leads us
impossible.
to our next question. What is with the fascination with the Crocs?
I love Crocs now.
I mean, they're not practical in the winter. They got holes in
So
them.
again, I went down a croc hole. And
Again, copyright Fat Guys Podcast Crock Hole.
the name of episode 76, croc hole.
Yes.
So Post Malone has $500 Crocs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow ones. Those
Oh
are
my
s-
God.
Let me tell you a story. This butt cheek.
They're
dead.
$30.
They went on sale. When did they go on sale?
They went on sale the 10th.
Yeah. And she's like, Dad, you're going to be at work and you're going to be online. Try to get me these Post Malone. So I got in a waiting room for the Post Malone
Oh,
Crocs.
were they $30?
They
No,
were
they were 60.
60.
But still, people sell for $5. I go, what
I know.
on earth?
If I would have got a pair for her, I would have turned around and flipped them on eBay. But then she texts me and tells me what?
I did not want them because me and my friends were really looking at them, and I was like,
You should have bought them anyway. You should have.
Well, I was
They're
able-
literally so again looking for the bullshit holiday Crocs. I was on eBay looking for like Crocs, and there's a ton of these Post Malone Crocs for like $500.
the yellow ones, right?
I was in the
The
waiting
yellow
room.
ones.
They've got the gibbets. Am I using the right
Yes,
term?
gibbets. Love
The
gibbets.
she has
Please, for
specific
our listener,
gibbets.
explain what a gibbet is.
A
Holly.
gibbet is it's a croc charm, but it's just called a gibbet, and you can
They're
put it in the holes
overpriced as
in your
shit
Crocs.
too. They're $4, $3.99, $4 a piece.
Yeah, and she's got a fistful.
And
she
I
got about
have
20 of them.
Yeah,
You're crazy.
went to the
man.
Crocs store the other
She
day,
loves
and
Crocs.
I spent $30 on.
So
Croc
at this
charms.
point, are Crocs bigger to you than Nikes?
I mean, like I still wear my Nikes like a lot, but my Crocs, I don't know.
Crocs are
it's
just
a
because you're
strong-
freaking lazy
a
and you don't
strong
want to tie your
obsession.
shoes. You just go flip, flip, and keep moving.
It's so
Yeah, well,
And you can
do you
put
wear
little
the
charms in
lined
them.
ones?
The fuzzy ones? I don't have any fuzzy ones.
You. Now
She's
she
not
tells
practical
me.
whatsoever.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
I don't have
There
any
was
fuzzy
like,
ones.
there's Disney holiday Crocs that have like the Magic
Yeah.
Kingdom castle. I went down the whole thing. I'm like, I'm gonna punch Holly the next time I see her.
I know a lot about
Dude,
Crocs.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole culture.
I think
It's
not
just like
even just
scoot
Crocs.
life with you. It's culture.
Yeah,
Croc
but what
life
I'm
with
saying
her.
is like, I think it's just a shoe thing. So like, even back to like Nikes and stuff, like people that are into this whole shoe culture is just kind of. I just wear a pair of cheap Under Armours and just like whatever. I don't really. I don't know, man. Shoe culture's lost on me.
Well, kids her age are big into it. But
Yeah.
she's one of the few. Now, a lot of them in school don't wear Crocs, right?
Yeah,
It's like her, her friend
like
Lily.
there's like certain girls that like will wear Crocs. Like certain people
It's not
do,
as huge
but they don't wear them.
overall.
Like I have like every color. I wear them like 5 times a week. And, like nobody else does that.
To me, like I said, they're just lazy people shoes. That's all they are. So you could just walk right up and smash your feet into them, keep them moving.
Hey,
That's what they are.
And
That's
you
why
can
she
put-
loves them.
and you can put little You can put little gibbets in them. Like that's so fun.
So there's a look at the crock hole. Copyright back.
Love the
That's
crock
what
hole.
I guess. So the other thing we wanted to have you on here is please explain your newfound love for Harry Styles. Where did this come
no,
from?
No. It's
I
not
thought
like,
we were Shawn Mendes.
No, that's
She said the other day that's her husband.
that's still.
No.
My husband's on the radio. That's what she said.
First of all, your name is not Camilla Cabello.
It's
or whatever.
Camila Cabello.
Whatever.
Oh, man.
It's not Holly Markey or whatever. That's Camilla whatever. No,
She's only 21.
It's not Holly Stalker.
I am. No, Harry Styles. I always did like. I never liked. Obviously, like I like Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes is the best.
Oh, he's your
Always.
number one.
That's always
your
number
ace.
one. That's always number one.
Your
He's-
number two though is Harry
like,
Styles.
If it's a singer,
Music-wise, right?
It'd be Harry Styles. Yeah.
Now, do you find him attractive or just?
No, not when he has like long hair. No.
This is the One Direction guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Him
British.
and the Zayn Malik guy, right?
One
Or
Direction
Rami
was
Malik. What is that? Is that iRobot?
Zayn Malik. You're
Yeah,
right.
he sings for Queen.
But yeah, One Direction was like the group of the 5 guys, and then they all split up. But Harry Styles just came out. His new album came out on Friday, or 3 days ago. It was 2
Charles,
days ago.
I can give you a copy of the CD.
It was so good. It's so good. So good.
Because I'm getting 3 of them sent to me because I bought Harry Styles tickets. So I got 3 CDs coming. I'll bring
So
one over
good.
and drop it off.
I expect a full review.
It's so good.
We'll let her do it. So Harry Styles. Now, this is the burning question your aunt, your uncle, and I want to know. What's with the newfound love with Annapolis Hockey?
No.
You've been to 3 games now.
Who's the boy?
No one.
No one.
Bullshit.
No. So me, Bree, and Fatima, we all go, but then we meet our other friends there too. Kayla.
So it's just social hours, what you're telling me?
I mean, like,
There's no Chets or Chads? Or
no one's name
there?
is Chet or Chat. He thinks
There's
I
no
like someone named
Tylers.
Chet. He swears I'm
keep
like,
screwing with her.
I
It's a
like
Chet
someone
thing.
named Chet. Nobody's name is Chet. and
You
I
ever
don't
saw
like
Weird
anyone
Science?
named
His name
Chet.
is
Yeah,
Chet.
dude. Bill Paxton.
I don't know who that is.
Sydney? Is there someone named Sydney? A boy named Sydney?
No, it's a girl who I go with.
I know, but I'm just saying. Sydney.
There's more to this story than
I know.
what
She's really dodging a bullet here. I don't know what
I'm
it is.
not.
I smell just a low key style. We just hang out one day and see what's going on.
Yeah. Hang out
We'll
at the
drop
ice
her
rink.
off and hang out and see what's going on.
Okay.
Well, she's still not going to come clean on that. One of the 3 amigos likes a hockey player. I don't know which one. And so that leads us to the last question, the most important question. What are you excited for coming up this year? So now the New Year's coming here in a couple
Oh,
weeks.
so excited.
2020, what is Holly looking forward to?
Getting my license so I don't have to drive with you in the car or mom in the car.
Oh,
so
man.
excited.
We are old news.
I
I'm never
want
going
my
to see her.
license so bad.
June 1st, I'll never see Holly again.
So what's going to be like your New Year's resolution for 2020?
I don't do that.
Are you going to practice push-ups?
I should. Actually should. I can't do push-ups though.
The big athlete couldn't move
But-
the couch the other day. either.
But I do want my license really bad. That's what I want.
That's number 1 on the list.
Yes.
What about are you excited for the tennis season? Are you gonna?
Yeah. I'm
Are you gonna
excited
beat
for
your
that.
fat, lumpy dad in tennis this year, or are you gonna lose again?
He cheats.
I don't
He
cheat.
cheats. The loaf cheats.
How does the loaf cheat?
The loaf cheats. Trust me.
No, what happens? She'll take a lead, and then I'll take a lead, and she'll get flustered and just start screwing up. All over.
Oh.
She can't handle adversity. If she's in the lead and stays in the lead the whole game, she's fine. She starts losing, everything goes to shit,
Wow.
and then she wants to stop playing.
Correct. Not incorrect.
We'll get your Uncle Charles out there. It'll be me and him versus you and Bree.
Tennis is hard. I launched that ball. It was flying. I
That
had
is
no
the hardest
control.
I've gotten so much better because of racquetball.
Oh, yeah, you can place it. I can't
Yeah.
place it. Just launch it every time.
She's pretty good at
Though
keeping it in
I
bounds.
try to.
though.
I like to make it like shorter because I know no one's gonna get it if it's really short.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
like
no-
usually the only.
I
way
have
can
no
get him.
technique. It's like my bowling game. Speaking of that, too, Robert Maxwell is going to help me. So I told Heather for Christmas I want a bowling ball. I've never owned one.
Why do you want to do that to yourself? You're not Polish.
I want to go bowling. I heard that's where all the chicks are hanging out, according to our father.
Yeah, you can't.
I wanted a bowling ball. I've never owned one. I want like a cool, like Big Lebowski type bag to put in it and stuff like that. But anyway, Heather reached out to Bob Maxwell. He's going to take me to Westland Bowling or whatever, and he's going to help me get it drilled and all this kind of stuff.
You talking about the place on Wayne Road?
I don't know.
That's
I
like
don't know.
Bob's home.
Yes.
He knows the guy in the pro shop.
That's the place.
He is like the big.
Well, thanks to his daughter, he's there quite a bit.
He's the
right?
big tuna of that little pond. Yeah,
So-
he runs that place pretty much.
Yeah, he's gonna meet me up there one day and help me get it drilled and everything.
Any
like
day of
that.
the week, you can go to that bowling alley. Bob will be
Wow.
there. He loves that place.
Well, good for him. But yeah, I was appreciative that he's willing to take some time to show me. I don't know what I'm doing. So
Yeah, Bob's
Amazing.
always anyone that he can sucker because then you know what's gonna happen. Well, you want to get in a league? You know, you get our daughters. You
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, that's gonna happen. He
No.
loves that. But it's a whole culture. You know, just like the croc culture, the bowling culture.
Rock culture.
I think the croc culture might be growing. I think the bowling culture might be shrinking. He just put out. I don't know if did Heather show it to you. A recruitment video for Anna.
Had the most
Wow.
intense music
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
It's like this intense.
I gotta
like,
check that
You
out.
swear it's like a medieval movie. It's like she's throwing the ball. I was like, wow.
I literally asked him, I was like, what are you watching?
does she have offers? Because I know last time he was here.
Yeah, there's some weird Christian school in Missouri or something. Michelle mentioned it.
As long as
yeah.
you can pay them bills, baby.
Yeah,
That's all
I
that
mean,
matters.
Yeah, but
man.
it was just you guys after the
that video
podcast.
was-
So you'll have to see that
Because
recruitment
I was like,
video.
what are you watching? And I was like, are you watching a movie or something? He's like, no, it's a bowling video. I was like, no way.
It's so
When he,
epic sounding.
When he takes me over to that place, I'll definitely touch base. He should come back in and have that conversation.
Oh
with
yeah,
us and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So,
Tell him to get his ass back in here. We were supposed to go to dinner, but then he never called back. So
Yeah.
it's one of those
Life happens.
Yeah. So there we go, Holly. Everyone's caught up with Holly. Okay, get out. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right. So now we have a taste test. Now, because of the holidays, we saw something at the Christmas tree store, right, Holly? And
Oh,
this
yeah.
is an Italian specialty cake.
I forgot I had to eat it. I picked it
Yes.
out because I thought it was just you two eating
I
it.
believe this is like an Italian version of a fruit cake.
It doesn't look as dense or like it's not as heavy.
That looks like the bowling ball Charles may be buying
Yeah.
soon. So here,
So
hold
it
that box
looks like
up
it's
there.
called a panettone cake. And it's
Panettone.
made by some company named Del Luca or something like
But you
that,
can
or
hear it.
Del Duca. It's
It
very
is 2
dense. It looks like a
pounds.
loaf of bread.
It is
Yes.
2 pounds of whatever that is. And it was only $5.
Yeah, that's your
Same
local
price as,
Christmas
like,
tree
the
store.
1 pound one.
If you have one. It looks like there's like apricots,
Pass that over down to
apricots, and other random little fruits.
Steve
in it.
broke out a chainsaw and slivered us off some
Yeah,
chunks.
I tried a butter knife, but it wouldn't go through the bread.
This is the driest thing.
Yeah, it does not look
It's just
moist.
dry.
Well, what's weird is it's so shelf stable for 6 months.
It looks like there's walnuts in it, a little raisin. Wow. I'll spit it in the napkin. This is some.
The cake is not that bad.
It's just dry.
It's so
It's
dry.
so dry. It needs to be like soaked in rum or something. I wonder if they zhuzh it
Or
up
just
by
like dunk it.
dunking it in some rum or something.
There's barely in the box has so much it shows so much fruit inside of it.
Yeah, it's
There's
very
no-
light on the
There's
fruit.
no
yeah.
fruit. That's not. Did you take a second bite?
Well, I have to make sure.
Are you psychotic? You can,
It's really not. It's not that bad though. I'll be honest with
It's
you.
okay.
It's a really dry hostess cake.
As you're trying to
It's
work
like-
up enough saliva.
If you had a great grandma and you went over to her house on Christmas, this is the.
I
cake
wonder
she'd
if they
have.
eat like do Italian folks eat this on Christmas? I wonder.
They probably do.
I highly doubt it.
Oh.
I mean, this is some generic $5 crap from the
Not
Christmas
good.
tree.
The fact that you guys
Put that
kept
over.
eating it.
Well, you
It's
gotta
not
try
that
it.
bad though.
It's
I'll
not
be
It's
honest
terrible.
with you.
dry.
It might be good if it had like some whipped cream or something on it. Something to moisten
Something
it
to
up.
moisten it, yeah.
Or even use it as like a strawberry shortcake type deal.
My bet is on the second taste test because that looks good.
So that was the first one for the holidays. And then the other thing at the Christmas tree store, because it's the gift that keeps on giving, these are cannoli chips.
But it looks like there's a specific one. So they're cannoli chips, cookies, and cream.
Yeah.
They look delicious.
They
and
do.
it looks like someone just broke up a bunch of cannoli shells and threw them in a box.
The only I will tell you though, one of the things I love about cannolis is that cream on the inside of
Oh,
it.
yeah,
It looks
yeah.
like it's lacking in that cream. It looks like, to your point, it's just a shell.
Yeah, it looks like just a shell.
Holly's already thumbing up on that one.
No.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
not a thumbs up.
It's not a thumbs up.
it's okay. Again, you need something to go with it. It's like dip it in Cool Whip or something.
Hot chocolate or something.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd probably be good.
Or crush it up, put it on top of a cake or ice cream.
I
It's
think
not
it is
bad.
really good. I think Holly's being dramatic. It tastes
Yeah,
pretty good
well,
to me.
Welcome to my world. This kid's the most annoying when it comes to. It kind of tastes like
It's a cannoli shell.
it tastes like if you had a flavored ice cream cone. You know, like a waffle cone, maybe cookies and cream flavored.
Me and you are going to disagree on this one, kiddo. This is good. No.
I like it. What are the
But it's
sugar
not bad.
and
It's
stuff
just
on
I
there?
wouldn't eat
Not our
it.
usual conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, the specialty cake.
Total grams of sugar is 6 grams. But you get 4 chips, so you only have 1 chip. That's 1.5 grams of sugar.
That specialty cake was 20 grams of sugar.
Was it really?
Yeah, that 300 for that little slice. If we ate the whole slice, it was 300 calories.
These are awesome.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah.
A little dry. Could use maybe some Cool Whip with it, or some kind
If you
of
dipped it in icing,
some Ready
that'd
Whip.
Be good.
Oh yeah,
I don't like icing.
I like icing.
I like the inside of that cannoli cream is so good. Yeah. Oh, my God. But, yeah, these are great.
And those were on the top of the shelf. We saw them sitting up there. I go, "What is a cannoli chip?" And I had to grab them down. I'm surprised they didn't fall over my head. Really,
These are really good.
Give me one more though. I'm not gonna lie, these are all right.
Holly, you're off base. on
Cannoli
this one,
chips,
kid.
all
It's
right.
not bad. It's just like dry.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, man, you eat that with something, man, that's good.
We've had
I'm just
frosting.
telling you. You put that on ice cream, crumple those mugs up, dude. Like Steve said, it's like an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
That's a thumbs up.
So we'll go around the room. What do you think of the Italian specialty cake, Holly?
Terrible.
Very dry. Something I'd get at my grandma's house. So I'm a no on that time.
I'm a no, but here's the thing. I could see if your family had a tradition of having it all the time around the holidays or something. I don't know what the background of a panettone cake is or whatever, but it wasn't awful. Like Holly made it seem like you were eating like freaking worms or
Yeah,
something.
we've had a lot worse.
True.
That pickle moonshine still sticking with me. That was so brutal.
That was worse.
And like I said, some of them liquors, as Steve looks at, some of them liquors were brutal too. I'll take this cannoli chip any day over a lot of that shit.
So and then cannoli chip, Holly, your thoughts?
It was all right. It's just I think it better if it was on something.
Yeah, it probably needs to be with something, but I give him a thumbs up. Like if I had like some kind of sundae or something I was gonna make, or some Cool Whip, thumbs up to the cannoli chips for me.
Two of my favorite desserts are tiramisu and friggin' cannoli. So you're right in my wheelhouse.
He's definitely not basic with those.
Yeah,
I love
Are
them.
those both Italian?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love them both, man.
Ray
Can't get
Barone.
enough cannolis and stuff like that. And
I like
these are great.
Compared to previous taste tests, though, this one wasn't that bad. We've had a lot worse. So there you go. And Charles, explain to Holly how you're going to make her.
As I just ate a cannoli chip.
As you're bowing down the cannoli chips, explain to Holly how you're going to make her try a crunchy roll and what that consists of.
I don't think you should give up on your sushi journey. I can actually make crunchy rolls. I actually have a sushi roller and everything like that, and I'll make you a crunchy roll at one point.
Crunchy.
So what it is,
Roll.
it's avocado, cooked and grilled chicken on the inside of it, and then they put like this like crunchy, like almost like fried onions on top of it, and then like this spicy mayonnaise that's kind of on top of it. They're delicious. So I'll make you one of those, and that's a type of sushi, no raw fish or nothing like that, but it's got the nori or that seaweed in it, but it doesn't overpower it and stuff like that. So you got to keep expanding your mind.
That last sushi I did not like.
And that was just vegetable.
Have you ever had like a proper ramen? Like from
No.
a slurping turtle or anything like that? Like a proper...
No.
Yeah, that's one thing Lorna loves, man. She can't get enough ramen. Like udon noodles and stuff like that. She loves them. So.
Well, one of these days we're gonna get that for you. Maybe at Christmas we'll try to find some crunchy rolls for you. So there we go. Italian specialty cake, a little dry, and cannoli chips. Tasty for us fat guys.
I think they're good. I'm about to lean my hand back.
That'd be good. A big old scoop of vanilla ice cream.
I'm
to go with
telling
that.
you,
Oh
yeah,
man,
good.
sounds
Okay.
so good. Anyways, now let's go into some reviews. Holly's going to have some takes on some stuff that she watched that we didn't watch.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing we both watched together. And then we're going to go over current TV and some of the shows that all three of us watch. And if they've outgrown their welcome, if they're still good, and we're going to talk about that too.
One show had a bit of a redemption this week for me, and I think you're going to co-sign what I'm going to talk about. With
Yeah,
that.
probably. So the first up, of course, we talk about it every week because Holly loves it. Mandalorian, episode 6.
Bill Burr showed up this week, Steve.
Now, online, spoilers, anybody, people are hating on this episode.
Why?
Because they're starting to realize that
It's rinse and repeaty?
no, that it's not moving the main plot along. That he's doing like Adventure of the Week type series,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. Because if you've watched Arrow or Flash, that's how they do it. They have an ongoing story arc, but then the individual.
Do they
episodes.
eventually touch back to the main arcs, but very
Yeah,
little?
yeah.
Is that
There's like a main villain that's getting introduced in the first couple weeks of the show, and then they'll do like villain of the week kind of throughout. Because there's
I got
22
news for you.
episodes.
That crew that you see in episode 6 is going to be in more of the show.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. Yeah, because Bill Burr's in more than one episode.
Oh, okay. So he's going to come back.
Yeah.
So I like this episode. Your little Yoda got to run around.
God, dude. He's got my heart.
How weird is it that this grown man loves Baby Yoda?
I mean, he has a Chewbacca right there. So I'm not gonna like. I'm not surprised.
Oh, God. He was so amazing this week.
He was playing hide and seek with that droid.
Yeah, man.
Then he's going to use the Force.
I gotta tell you, one of the things they do that's so good is they do a great job with integrating the old practical effects of like A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and all that, like all the mapping and everything, like the control base that he's using in that ship, and so like. I think that good news Star Wars is definitely a tip of the hat to the old stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do such a great job in that Mandalorian with.
Yeah, while still introducing stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Great show, great episode. Bill Burr was good in it. Clancy Brown, the voice of Mr. Krabs, was in this episode. He was the guy with the horns, obviously. So, yeah, it was a great episode. I liked it a lot. Looking forward. Only 2 episodes left, so that's kind of a bummer. I mean, it's already pretty much over. That's a bummer. Now, tonight is the big season finale of Watchmen. Are you going to watch, Charles?
I am, and here's why. And I touched a little bit as you were heading into reviews. I thought episode 8 was great. For once, we're answering questions.
Oh, you're with Mr. Manhattan and all that?
Oh, my God. Finally, we're getting to some meat of what is going on in this goddamn universe. Finally. It only took me 7 episodes of going, what the hell is this? Episode 8, I think it hit its stride. I think episode 9 is going to give me a little bit more information. It was a really big payoff for me. It was the episode of that season for me so far.
Yeah, it explained a lot.
Oh, my God. So much exposition.
If they would just show that episode at the beginning of the season, might have cleared. Now, here's a question on this last episode, and I got to know what you think. Is Lube Man going to be explained? The guy that lubed himself up.
You really wound up about Lube Man.
Where is Lube Man?
Who gives a shit about Lube Man?
They introduce Lube Man, and then they don't never talk about him again.
You really feel like he needs a spin-off? What's going on?
Or at least if you're going to say, oh, yeah, by the way, I shot that dude that was lubed up. Say something so I know what happened to Lube Man.
I don't know, man. I thought episode 8 with the
Never find out
interactions
about Lube
between
Man.
the Angela Abar stuff in Vietnam, the 51st state.
Yeah.
I think they just did a great job on that episode 8 for a show that I was moments away from being like, I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
It was barely.
It took 7 episodes to get there.
Oh,
But,
finally. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of high hopes for tonight's episode. I'll definitely watch it tomorrow morning.
now, if tonight's episode's decent to you, are you going to tune in for season 2 if they have a season 2? I've heard the
just
ratings are struggling, though. so.
Are they really? Yeah. Well, it's tough, man. It was a tough watch, dude.
Yeah.
Like they just didn't give you. I'm all for setting up intrigue and like what's going on, but man, they just didn't give you enough little morsels to kind of keep you going. Like there were a lot of episodes where I just kept building confusion and building. I'm like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah.
And they finally got. There's some payoff in episode 8. And I think that it needed that. And if episode 9 is nothing but setting up season 2. I might be out, but I tell you, episode 8 was solid. It's hard to recommend a show like, hold on, hang in there till episode 8.
Yeah, that's true. You got to go through 7 hours of crap for one good episode.
I mean, how fair is that?
Speaking of crap, now Holly.
I have another show I want to talk about too.
Oh,
After
fine. Well, first, we all know your unreal love for Full House and Fuller House.
Yeah.
Now, let us know why you bailed on season 5 of Fuller House.
I'll eventually finish it, but it's just not good.
Well, I was shocked when I saw the show notes that it made to season 5 already.
It's the final season. It's the
But I
last
mean, they
season.
banged those seasons out quick as hell. It felt like
well,
it was
it's
only
only-
resurrected like 2 years ago.
How
or
many
something.
episodes a season is that usually? 10, 13? Netflix is usually 13 by default, isn't it?
I don't remember.
But it's not like 22 like network.
I don't know.
it's
I was
like
just shocked to
15.
see season 5. I was like, whoa. What's going on?
So how many episodes did you make into season 5?
5?
You made 5
5?
episodes, so
I
you're
know.
halfway
What
through
is
the
it? Is it
season.
about the kids still? Is that all what it's about?
No, it's more about like it's like still about the kids, but like then it's also still about like DJ and Stephanie, because like this season's all about Stephanie had her baby, like she got a baby,
Okay.
and
She's still on crystal meth.
well, no,
Did they
but,
address that at all in the show?
but like she like just got her baby in the show, and then they like named the baby, and they're going through like it's just like family stuff. It's
Did
just
the
not
Olsen
good.
twins still show up or no?
They
Still no
never
Olsen
were in
twins?
it.
Wow.
Is it what is not good about it?
They're the only ones missing, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is back, but the Olsen
They're the
twins.
only ones who didn't show up. Yeah,
Wow.
because they even got like the 2 little boys that were like Jesse's kids.
Okay.
They both even showed up too.
Wow.
So what is missing this season? It's just not as funny? Is it not?
Yeah,
as...
it's not as funny. I just don't think the storyline's good. Like when in the 4th season, when like they were going through like how because Stephanie can't have a baby, and so Kimmy has the baby for her, like she's a surrogate or whatever.
Oh.
But like it's weird because the dad's Kimmy's brother.
Ew.
So how does that work?
I don't know.
They oh, yeah. How's that kid
Yeah.
not come out with a third eyeball or something?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of The Crown. That's weird.
But,
Need
like,
more forks in that family
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
and it's just like weird, and
So this season wasn't as fun. Is it Bob Saget in it a lot?
yeah.
And then Uncle Joey, does he show up a lot?
No, not a lot.
Now the burning question is though,
Aunt Becky has not been in it yet.
no Aunt Becky by season 5 because she's in prison, or going to be.
I don't know.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving Fuller House up to the season? Up to the
This
5
is the
episodes?
last season,
Are
right?
we not including season 4 or season 5? I mean,
No,
including season 5.
The relaunch of Full House. Steve's saying, what do you give the relaunch
yeah.
of
Okay,
Full
yeah.
House?
Let's go with that. Fuller House, the whole series. What do you say? Should people watch it or should just bail on it?
I thought the first like 3 were really good. First 3 were really good. After the 3rd one, you don't really have to watch 4 and 5 because they don't even go with like 4 doesn't even go with 3.
So they go off on a weird angle. Is what you're
just like-
saying?
Yeah, I guess not good. Like a 6.5.
Oh. You are Steve's kid.
But a half though. Now, what was the other show you were going to mention?
High School Musical, the musical
Oh,
series.
crap.
That is so good, and I thought it
Is
was
that
gonna
the Kristen Bell one where...
No.
No.
That's the Zac Efron used to be part of it.
High School Musical. You don't know what that is?
No.
She's
Okay.
offended. It was a show on Disney Channel
It's a
years
movie
ago.
on Disney Channel.
Movies.
And it was a series of
Where
3
Zac
movies.
Efron made his name. It was
And
just
Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens.
I don't know.
Why do I give a shit?
Have you ever existed? How do you not know High School Musical?
How? How,
How?
Charles?
How?
How did I miss
How?
that? Anyway, to your point.
It's just like a modern day Grease, is what it is.
The show. I thought the show was gonna be absolutely
Glee.
terrible.
It's a lot like
because
Glee.
like it's like his show.
What? Wait, what channel is it on, or what service?
It's on
is it
Disney Plus.
Okay.
Because like it's like his show, The Mandalorian.
Is it only on Disney
Yes,
Plus?
it's only on Disney
okay.
Plus.
It's exclusive.
And it only comes out an episode a week, like the show he watches. And so the first 2 episodes were like already out, and I was like, I'll watch it, I guess, because I didn't know what to watch. And
It
then
sucked you right in, huh?
I thought it was not going to be good. I was like, let me see how terrible this is, man. When I tell you,
Changed your life.
I was like, whoa.
Were they
That's
wearing
actually-
Crocs? Were they saying?
No.
Oh, okay. Was Zac Efron? Does he show up at anything?
No.
No. Well,
But like, it was actually good.
What? Okay, for the uninitiated, give me like the premise of high school. It's obviously just a high school musical they're putting on or something.
Yeah,
or-
like it's like
is it about a drama club in a high school?
sort of like it's because the high school that they shot the original movie in was like a real high school.
Okay.
So the kids in there, they're like not impressed. They don't really care that High School Musical was shot there. They're like, whatever. But then like the drama club teacher, they get a new one, and they're having like this whole High School Musical. They're gonna do it as a play or whatever. And like the main girl, she's all interested in it, so she does it. But then like her ex-boyfriend's like, oh, I want you back. So like, he tries out for that musical.
with that same voice.
Yeah. And everyone is obsessed with the guy from that show now.
So it's just teenage drama with singing.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
but it's good. It's good. I recommend that more than Fuller House.
Wow.
Do you think Lorna at one point would enjoy that show?
Not now.
But a couple years, she'd be all about it.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh man.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
She did like it back in the day too, so she liked all that Disney stuff. She fell
I
asleep
love
on the couch
Disney.
watching reruns of Wizards of Waverly Place.
I love
Out
Disney
cold
Plus-
on the couch
Disney
with that
Plus-
show just repeating.
Disney Plus is the best thing. Like, oh my god.
I like the Jeff Goldblum show on that. I watch it every week.
Yeah,
I watch
I gotta catch
Mandalorian
up.
and Jeff Goldblum every week.
I watched the exact
This week
opposite.
was gamers. He's talking about gaming.
Oh, I gotta watch
He's
that.
such a good host. God, he's so just to watch him.
He's so quirky.
Oh, can't get enough.
So there we go. Season 5, Fuller House. Stay away from. But you recommend High School Musical
The
for
musical,
anybody.
or what did you call it?
High School Musical, the series.
Oh, jeez. So meta.
Now, this weekend was a big release for Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
And Holly and I, so we can both talk about this review.
Well, hold on. Now, I'll tell you, the first one I loved. I thought the first Jumanji movie is right up there with some of the best movie Dwayne The Rock Johnson's done.
I think Jumanji are the best movies Dwayne The Rock Johnson's
okay,
done.
yeah.
And I will say for this one,
Game Plan's pretty good.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Okay, you got to leave.
the runaround maybe with Christopher
No,
Walken and him.
Game
is
Plan.
pretty
The
good.
Jumanji, but the point being, the first Jumanji movie, very good.
And
Sequel-
you will be happy to know that the sequel was.
Very good as well.
Good.
Ah,
Okay,
they
cool.
keep up the status quo. They add in Danny DeVito and Danny Glover.
Okay.
He was really Danny DeVito
Danny
was the
DeVito-
best part.
Dude, tell me who this sounds like. So Danny Glover's been a friend of Danny DeVito's for years, but they haven't talked in years.
Yeah.
And he shows up at his house. He's like, "What do you want?" He has beef with Danny Glover. Who does that sound like? It's reminiscent of anybody, but he's an old, crotchety, pissed off guy. and
That's good, man.
Danny
He was
Glover
really-
just
he
wants
was
to be his friend.
really
And-
funny.
Yeah, it was good. They mixed
Was
in a lot
it
of
more
new...
of the same, or the addition of the two extra characters were kind of funny, or
Yeah, it was the same kind of concept. The one kid, Spencer, you know him, who ends up being The Rock. In the original one, he's feeling like self-conscious. He's off in college. His girlfriend went to a different college, so he comes home from the holidays. He's kind of feeling a little anxiety, depression, right?
Yeah.
yeah. And I
I
got
don't know why
severe
you pointed at me
depression.
like,
No,
oh,
because
that.
that stupid
I was
kid.
like, I don't know why
You were supposed
like,
to catch out of that. So he still has the game. He dug it out of the trash years ago, and then he's messing with it, and he gets sucked in.
Okay.
His other friends figure it out, and they all go to rescue him. But when they get sucked in, Grandpa and his friend upstairs get sucked in with him. But they don't end up in the same bodies this time. So like Danny DeVito ends up being The Rock.
I get you.
Yeah, and
it
then-
mixes around the characters.
Yeah, yes.
You pick different pieces when you play Monopoly. I
Yeah.
get you.
But it was unintentional. They didn't get to pick
get
what they
you.
wanted
Yeah,
to pick. And then, craziness. The Hound from Game of Thrones plays the villain.
Okay.
He shows up. A lot of laughs. Pretty good. And Kevin Hart and The Rock playing as Danny DeVito and Danny Glover is pretty funny.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
I
and
liked
Jack,
the first one. It was
I
good.
thought Jack Black was probably the funniest one in this one. What did you think?
Yeah, like
Jack
I
Black
don't
being Jack Black's
I don't know, like when they
hilarious.
got into like the bodies of that. Yeah.
The athletic black kid ends up in Jack Black's body, and he's like, "This is the most useless character."
Yeah, and he gets all mad.
It's like his weakness is endurance, so he wants to do like down ups, and he does like one, and he just laying there out cold.
That was so funny.
It is good. It's a good movie. It keeps up the. They ended on a cliffhanger, though.
Yeah, they did.
So the Jumanji trilogy is incoming.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that might
It's
be
gonna
happening.
the trilogy.
The
Looked like,
problem is for that movie is it's staring down that Star Wars barrel.
Well, they
man.
did it originally staring down the Star Wars, and it made 60 million. Which was, they said the opening of the first one was only 36 million.
Oh,
This one
okay.
made 60. So
The first one was great, so I'm glad to hear you saying it's more of the same. It was a
the
fun
trilogy.
movie.
If they made a third one, it'd be like the original with Robin
yeah,
Williams.
the
That's
third
what it
one's
seemed
gonna end up like the Robin Williams.
like it's in real life and not a video game.
Yeah, but we're ruining the ending for you, so
Oh.
please be quiet, Holly.
Don't say spoilers.
It's not that bad of a
Spoilers.
spoiler. I didn't tell what happened.
Yeah, you just
I'm
kind of
glad
did.
to hear it.
No,
So
I did not.
I'll tell you what, I'm watching more Jumanji.
Scale 1 to 10, I give it probably an 8. What do you
Wow.
say, Holly?
I would say 8 too. Yeah.
Yeah, very fun. Keeps up. If you like the first one, you like the two best movies Rock's ever made
Yeah, I
are
think
both
so.
Jumanji movies.
Cool, man.
A lot of good laughs.
I know they're out front of it, man. They're doing a lot of press for
yeah,
it and everything,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, and it's just fun. A lot of fun. I can't really.
So you'd recommend going to see it in the theater and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. It was
for sure.
good graphics. There's no really. I can't think of any really bad CG. Did you see any parts that look really fake? I mean,
I mean, you should have the budgie that you shouldn't. Yeah.
yeah. They're putting the money into it. Good movie. Good. It's gonna end up being a good trilogy, hopefully. And then they probably should stop after that. You know, you did your 3. All right, now let's ease up. But so thumbs up from both of us for Jumanji. Now this next movie we both saw too, but not at the same time. You saw it at the theaters.
Yeah.
I saw it recently on DVD. It Chapter 2.
Tabitha talked about this a little bit last week.
Now, I'll say It Chapter 1, I kind of enjoyed. It had a very Stranger Things kind of vibe to it because it was all kid-based. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, but now comes in It Chapter 2. Basically, they're all adults, and my God, do they need an editor. 3 hours long? Are you serious on this?
Oh, wow.
So that was terrible.
I did not like it at all.
Holly hates the hell out of it.
Tell me this. How good was Bill Hader in it? I'm a huge Bill Hader fan.
He's good. He's funny.
Bill Hader's so good.
Here's the thing.
Break it down, Steve.
So there's like
Get
6.
comfortable.
So there's take a break. There's like 6 of them, right? And they're the Losers Club or whatever. The black kid stayed living in Derry for 27 years, and he's studying everything about that clown. That's what he's doing.
He's obsessed with Pennywise.
Yeah.
James McAvoy went on to be a writer of movies. He's a screenwriter.
Okay. You don't go with every character.
I know. I'm just gonna get to Bill Hader. Bill Hader is a stand-up comedian, and the rest are doing whatever they're doing. And the girl still is with
She's
abuse.
with an abusive
Yeah,
husband now.
yeah. Literally before she comes back to Derry, he just beats the crap out of her. Hey, you going away? Pop, pop, pop. You know. So I was like, okay. And the fat kid is super hot now, and he looks like a model.
Yeah.
So they get there, and then the main black kid tells them, "Well, listen, we all have to get a token, and they know that it's around. They can sense it. They've seen him, whatever. We all have to get a token, but we all have to do it individually. So they all break off into their individual stories, so that way they could do individual scenes of each kid and each as a kid and as an adult of how it tortured them. That made the movie feel like it was 17 hours long.
Each kid.
Yes. Yeah. So you got Bill Hader as an adult being tortured. Then they show a scene as him as a kid, and blah blah blah.
We
blah,
go
blah,
through
blah,
character
blah,
3,
blah.
character
Rinse
4,
and repeat 6 times. I was like, oh. Now, the clown did turn into some creepy stuff this time. He was a little more violent, so there's that. The other thing was, so Bill Hader's character, spoilers, is gay.
Yeah. That's the thing he's getting tortured for.
Yeah, he's but it's 2019. I mean, and the other one, the fat kid, there's no longer fat. He looks like a supermodel. The clown's torturing him about being fat, and it's like, it makes no sense because he's in shape. He's like, you're gonna die alone, fatty, but he's not even fat anymore. So, and did that make any sense?
No, I didn't even
so,
like the first 5 minutes of the movie. I didn't like.
Yeah, there's this gay couple.
They killed this guy because he's gay. Literally, it was so sad. They beat the crap out of him and then just killed him. I was like, it was so sad.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
I guess it happens. I don't know.
It was terrible.
And then the one kid with the mullet from the first one is somehow still alive. That made no sense. I was like, how is he fucking alive? He just
No, because he didn't kill himself.
Yeah, but he fell down a giant hole. He should have been dead.
When did he fall down a hole?
The black kid shoved him down the hole.
Oh.
He fell down 17 stories. But anyways, It Chapter 2.
I don't remember
I kind of like the first one. Did not like the second one. I give it
Terrible.
maybe a 4.
That's too much.
Bill Hader was okay, and there was some gory scenes here and there, so I give it a 4. If they could have took an hour out of it, it might have got a little better. But in Holly, what do you give it?
0.02.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But in all defense, Holly hates horror movies.
But it was so
That's
bad.
my struggle. I just don't like horror movies.
But it wasn't good anyways. None of my friends like horror movies, and they didn't even like it.
Yeah, so Tabitha's the only one I know that likes that movie.
She loves horror movies, though, from what she's alluding to.
I just felt it was so long and so drawn out. It was just
Turd.
bad. So then we're going to follow it up with, are you familiar with Quentin Tarantino?
I've heard of him, yes.
Have you heard of this man?
Yeah.
He likes to make genre movies and movies that are
timepieces,
love stories to certain eras of movies, and then welcome Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now this is his love letter.
It's good.
It's a love letter to the late '60s, early '70s.
And a handful of people just couldn't get
Is
enough
this what
of
you
it.
watched yesterday?
Yes. Another one, 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
So the concept is Leonardo DiCaprio is an aging actor who did a lot of westerns in the 50s and 60s, and he has a stunt double best friend called Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And his name's Cliff in the movie. And at the same time, one of his neighbors is Sharon Tate, and if you know the history of Sharon Tate, she gets murdered by the Marilyn Manson crew. The positives of this movie, I will say the music is great. And he made the movie look like it was made in the 70s.
He does a great job of like transporting.
Yes,
you to those
he
times.
did a great job at that. And even like all the stuff, all the cars, everything was just 70s.
You don't get pulled out of it at all.
No, so terrific job.
It's again like back to The Irishman from a couple weeks ago, where you just feel transported to those eras and those times.
But unlike The Irishman, I did not enjoy this at all.
Oh, wow.
So it was long, it drawn out, And you know how in
slow burn, huh?
Slow burn. Quentin Tarantino to me is 50-50. You know, I liked Hateful Eight. I liked Django Unchained, Pulp Fiction, and Reservoir Dogs. I like those four. Yeah. All the rest of his stuff, and this falls into that category for me. It just, and then there's one great scene, but it doesn't happen until the last 10 minutes of the movie. So you sit there 2.5 hours to get there.
You're trudging through.
Yeah. And of course he changes history. Sharon Tate doesn't even, spoilers, Sharon Tate doesn't even die. They go after Leonardo DiCaprio's house instead of him. And that's where Brad Pitt's there. And so that's a great scene, that whole scene. And if you want to see that's probably the best scene in the movie. And there's another scene where Bruce Lee's in it. That is the thing about this. Tons of name dropping and tons of celebrities are in this. So if you love celebrities and name dropping,
well, I mean, the name of the movie is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
he's trying to tell you an old '70s Hollywood story.
Yeah, he does a good job at that too. But man, is it boring? Like the Sharon Tate character is pointless. At one point, she goes to a theater to watch the movie she's in, and it's 10 minutes of Margot Robbie sitting there with her feet up and her feet are dirty. That was a thing. I don't know. He did that like 4 times in the movie. He has a foot fetish. I swear to God he does. And that was the whole scene, though. She would just sit there and listen to the crowd's reaction to her acting in the movie. And she didn't talk. She just sat there, and it went on for 10 minutes. It was like terrible. I know people love this guy, and he's the greatest ever. But if someone besides Quentin Tarantino made this movie,
you think they'd get lampooned?
Oh, yeah, I'd get a 2 out of 10. No, I'm telling you right now, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. I'd probably sit through it before I'd sit through this one again. I don't get it.
It looked good to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought Marilyn Manson, all that, or Charles Manson and all that is going to be in it. He showed there's one character that you think is Marilyn Manson, but they never
Charles
really.
Manson.
I keep saying Marilyn, but that's it. You never see him again.
Okay.
And here's another thing too. Brad Pitt's character is alleged killed his wife.
But
they show a flashback with him and his wife on a boat, and they're arguing, and then that's why he can't get a job in Hollywood, because everyone's like, "Oh, he murdered his wife." They never go back to that. You never know. The movie just ends. You're like, "Well, did he kill his wife?" Yeah, it was like so stupid.
It's very Quentin Tarantino.
Michelle got so bored she left halfway through the movie and went and took a nap.
Yeah.
My wife literally got up, went back to the bedroom. I'm like, guess I'm watching this by myself now. I don't get it. I know critics loved it and they made a ton of money, but boy, I'd like for you to see it. I'd love to see your opinion on it. But wow, I did not like it at all. Now this next one, this is Kylo Ren, right?
Yeah, this is Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
Now this has been getting a little bit of buzz. I was going to watch it.
It's got a lot of buzz, and that's what took me down this road. So this is the name of this is Marriage Story, and it was a movie that, to Steve's point, got a lot of award buzz and all this kind of stuff, and then Netflix bought the rights to it and threw it on Netflix immediately. I got to tell you, like, me and you have an argument going about how Blackish during the divorce stuff was super. I thought it was fascinating and like super like real and like cringeworthy for me. This movie is that whole section times 10.
See, now with this, I wouldn't have a problem with it because this isn't meant to be a comedy. Where Blackish is supposed to be a comedy.
Dude, Blackish is so great. It's just showing acting. This movie is acted. You are watching like a real divorce and like a relationship just unravel, and it's played so well by these two, and like they're both trying to like win essentially in this divorce proceedings and stuff. Man, this is really good, but it's at the same time too. I'm watching it with Heather. You want to test your relationship, man. Just watch this goddamn show. Because, like, Heather and I are, because, like, Heather's like, the dude cheated. I'm like, bullshit, the dude cheated. Why is it always the same? You know what I mean? Like, we're arguing amongst ourselves immediately watching this thing. It is so good, man. It is, like I said, like, you are like a weird, like, person in the corner in someone's house while they're just getting real at one point. Wow. It's just, like, it's super creepy, but like super fascinating at the same time. So it basically starts out with, you know, they show you how they became these successful people in New York, and then their relationship just fell apart. He cheated on her because, of course, every dude in Hollywood cheats on their wife. It's so annoying. I can't. So Heather was right, and I was just pissed. But
well, we know females that do it.
Uh-oh.
Say that one after the podcast.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And she takes the kid back, and then like he's just trying to be a good dad to the kids. It's not played to make either guys look bad or girls look bad in a divorce. It's just showing you like how volatile and how terrible the divorce situation is. I gotta tell you, it is really good, man. And it's acted so well. Like I often talk about like how well like these movies can do like realistic stuff. That's why I always get frustrated when we did all those retro reviews. Acting has come so far. You know what I mean? Like I said, like you just feel like you're watching someone's real life, and it's just, I can't recommend it enough. Like you talk about like an 8 out of 10. Like this is a solid 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
If you have Netflix, check it out.
Lived up to the hype.
It might not hit everyone quite right. Like no one wants to see some depressing shit when you know what I mean? You're just like, I just want to kind of escape for a little bit. Know what you're getting into, but if you can go into it like that, you'll find it really good.
So you're saying Kylo Ren divorces the Black Widow?
Yeah, it's man. And then like I said, like it's so real. God, it's creepy. So yeah, big fan of this movie.
I wanted to see that one. I wanted to see the other one with Ryan Reynolds. 6 Underground.
Started watching that one, and oh my God, Steve, you were going to talk about a rapid fire. Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh.
It's like. So it's called Underground 6, and I didn't put it up there for a review because I didn't get all the way through it. It's like the Fast and Furious and like a Jason Statham transporter movie had a baby. Oh, my God. It is too slick for its own good, and it's just, oh, my God, it's so bad. I can't take it. I'm just like, this is brutal.
Well, so much for that one.
Yeah, to go from Marriage Story to that, I was just like, oh, geez. And the other one I started, too, that I bailed on was the Michelle Wolf stand-up.
Oh, that's funny. That's in the thing, too.
Yeah.
So the other one I saw, and if you even remember this, Angel Has Fallen. Do you know what this
Gerard
is?
Butler.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
we've talked about it.
It slipped under the radar. I watched it. There was London Has Fallen. There's Olympus Has Fallen, and now this one. This one ends the trilogy, I guess.
The trilogy.
I gotta say, you go in this type of movie, you're going in with really low expectations, and then it's mildly entertaining.
It's just an action movie. Turn your brain off. Kind of watch it.
Yeah.
Don't go in expecting Shakespeare, and you'll be okay with it.
Nick Nolte is his, tinfoil wearing dad that lives in the woods somewhere. Former
Government
Vietnam vet.
conspiracy theory.
And so he gets framed for killing the president when he didn't, because the president's right
That's
now
what
in
they
a coma.
do. You see, son? I told you.
The only problem is they really telegraphed the whole storyline. He's got a best friend from the military, and I can't think of the actor's name, but when you see him, he plays a villain in every goddamn.
Okay.
So as soon as you see it, like, yeah, he's gonna betray him, and that's exactly what happens. And then you're wondering, who's the guy? So there's a guy that's high up.
Check that
that's
guy's
helping him.
IMDb. It's like villain.
Yes. And then you're through the movie. They kind of bring up the question that someone up high up in an office is helping the villain. You immediately figure that out too. It's like, oh, it's this guy. And then they reveal it. Yeah, it was that guy. So there's no real.
Again, don't come to it for any kind of Shakespeare. But
it was entertaining though. But I tell you this: if I had a choice between that or Hobbs and Shaw, I'll watch Angel Has Fallen again.
Okay,
that's how bad Hobbs and Shaw was. This is a 5. You catch it on cable sometime when you're bored. That's about it. But the funny thing that I'm going to ruin a little bit, the very last scene in the movie, so him and his dad have PTSD or whatever. They go to therapy. You know what the therapy is? Float therapy. They they're in those pools and they turn the lights off. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Me and Michelle both laughed when we saw that. So he went to the float.
Well, if you remember, a boy from the Float Institute said that he works with vets and stuff like that. With
that's
that.
not bullshit. They were doing it. So there you go. Now, this one, do you watch this, Holly? The Great American Baking Show, Holly? No?
Yeah, so I just brought this up. I've talked about the Great British Baking Show, and there's also an American version that airs on ABC here, and then they just started. So if you like the Great British Baking Show, do you watch that show on PBS?
No, my mom does.
It'll suck you right in if you like any kind of reality competition and cooking. It's just crazy. It's fascinating. And then so this is the American version. More of the same, just like the Canadian version. I love all these great.
And where
British...
are you watching this on?
It's on ABC.
Oh, okay.
And it just premiered last week. But they're doing the weird making it thing, so you're getting like 2 episodes at every airing of it and stuff. Like they're trying to burn it out too. I don't know. So we tried to look up stuff on making it and try to see if they're canceling it. There's nothing that said it got canceled. I just had a weird airing schedule, I guess. And then so the same thing's going on with this. 2-hour-long episodes, and it's just really weird. But again, if you like the Great British Baking Show, much like there's the Canadian one, and then there's also this American Holiday Edition. I just basically brought up because if you know any of these shows and you're into them, it's just more of the same. And I can't get enough of those shows. They're very fascinating stuff.
You have a weird affection.
I'm not the only
Baby
one.
Yoda and British Baking
Dude,
Shows.
I got news for you. Great British Baking Show is one of the highest streamed shows on all of streaming services.
I
so
don't doubt it.
it's great.
So there you go. Mandalorian still chugging along with great episodes, even though some people wish it would move the same plot. I mean, Charles both give it a thumbs up. Watchmen ends tonight. Holly says Fuller House is a
How many
is a
more, real
turd.
quick, let me interrupt you. How many more episodes of Mandalorian do we get? 2?
2. There's 8 total.
Because one comes out on a Wednesday, someone told me.
I think they're trying to get them all out before Star Wars comes out.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're doing that. Holly said Fuller House is a stinker, but
Do you think
High School
hold
Musical, the
on.
musical, is great.
I don't want to interrupt your recap here because I'm still with Mandalorian question. Do you think there's a tie-in? If they're going to burn them all out before it airs?
No, just because of the timeline. I don't think so.
How crazy would that be?
Yeah, that is true. Jumanji, both me and Holly agree, is a great movie.
Baby
Chapter
Yoda
2.
showed up in the new Star Wars movie, my head would explode.
Chunks of Charles's brain will be all over the theater. It Chapter 2 is a stinker for both me and Holly. Once upon a time in Hollywood, if this wasn't made by Quentin Tarantino, everyone would think it's a turd. Marriage Story is awkward, and Charles loves it. Angel Has Fallen is better than Hobbs and Shaw, but don't run out and see it. And any kind of baking show, Charles is down for. So there you go. Now, this next section, I wanted to take a look at some of the shows that I know all three of us watch or have watched at one point. And I want to get everyone's opinion on if they should wrap it up, if it's lost its quality, or they should just keep it going.
Okay.
So the first one in the discussion on the three of us is the Goldbergs. Holly, what do you think? Should the Goldbergs keep going, or should this be the final season for the Goldbergs?
I think it's good, but all the kids are like, they're old. They're in college now.
I know you're throwing it around the room, but I will tell you this. I think that it's found its spot now. So, like, they've managed to figure out how, because much like Holly's alluding to, like, how do we do this? It started out as 3 kids living in a house, crazy parent, well, a crazy mom and a dad. I think they figured out a formula that's pretty good with the way that they've got Barry with the JTP in the one house. You've got the sister, I can't remember her name. Erica, and Jeff is in the dorm room, which he doesn't even attend the school, but he's in the dorm room.
We thought that was weird.
That's the same thing we
We
said.
said that. We were like,
How's he going to be allowed to live there?
He just lives there. That's weird. But anyway, and like I said, I think they've kind of, it's not as good as it was. I'm not here to say that, but I think they've found a way to kind of keep it moving. It would be my thing.
I think it's losing some steam, though. And I was telling Holly when we were watching, they really shoehorn Jeff, that actor Jeff, into every storyline. Do you ever notice that?
You think he's going to get like a new spin-off?
I don't know
or
what they're
something?
going to do. I don't know if it's in his contract to be on it more, but everyone on that show, they really, if you noticed the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Well, he was in the family
It's a
photo,
lot
yeah.
of Jeff all the time in every episode, but it's coming to an end, right? I mean, maybe next season be the last season. Would you guys be offended if that was it? I mean, that's 10 seasons.
I'm not going to say I would be offended, but I'm running out of sitcoms. As we're going to go through this list, I am running out dangerously low on sitcoms.
That is true. So the Goldbergs, everyone kind of likes it. Maybe get another year out of it. I wouldn't mind after that year for it to wrap up, but we'll see how it goes. Now, Superstore is the next one. Holly, do you still
I really
enjoy
like that show.
You still like it?
Yeah.
That's only the 4th season, right? We're
I
only
think
at
so.
4.
It's pretty low, yeah.
Yeah, so we can probably keep chugging along with that one. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I think it's great right now. The only thing is, I think they need to split up Jonah and Amy. It's kind of like when Pam and Jim got together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they get kind of fumbly with that plot line a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that show's great. I don't know, man. I'm all in on Superstore.
Now, one of the next coming episodes, Dina's dad's supposed to show up. It's the guy from Breaking Bad, the bald guy.
Oh, okay.
he's
Yeah,
supposed to play-
the brother-in-law.
Yeah, he's going to play her dad.
Yeah, I love that show. It's
Yeah,
good.
show still keeping
Did you
its
watch this
quality
past
up.
week with the Union?
Yeah.
the Tony Danza popcorn popper.
With no cartridges. Or that sweater with the bumps on it, or the pig.
Makes you look so
trade.
fit.
So Superstore, still, we all agree that should keep going. Now this one, I just watched the holiday episode with Michelle. It's the first time watching in a while. Modern Family. What are your thoughts on Modern Family?
It's
Holly?
done. It is done.
It is done.
And I think
Is anyone going to miss it?
No, it's gone
No.
a season too long for me. I think its form of storytelling has kind of gotten old to me with the disjointed, but then somehow come together at the end.
Yeah.
It started out this original, refreshing type of sitcom, and it got real old real fast. I love Phil Dunphy, man, but this is bad. I bailed.
I don't watch it.
You don't want. When is the last season you did watch, Holly?
I
How
have
many
no
years?
clue.
But you did used to watch it.
I
with
did
us.
used to watch it all the
That was probably
time.
about 2 years ago, I would say.
But
2
I
or
don't
3
watch it
years
anymore.
ago.
I'm pretty much. I'm
That's
maybe
probably
a
when it
little
hit
after
its
her.
peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, once Manny and Luke got old, it got weird. And then the who's the girl they adopted?
Lily?
Yeah, well, she's old and
Awkwardly
awkward.
older,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's all kind of weird. And now this next one, I don't watch a lot of it. I love the first week with the chair turns. After that, I'm done. But they seem to put out 2 seasons of this a year. The Voice. Does this seem like it's gone and come now, or you think everyone?
People
keeps it?
still watch the crap out of it, though. We might not be the audience in this room, but people still watch that show. I know it's very popular still, but I'm with you. Watch the chair turns, then bail.
Holly, your thoughts on The Voice?
I don't watch it. I don't like it.
No, not a big. All the singing and music you like,
Yeah, I don't like that though.
and Charles, you're
Same thing.
Yeah.
Give me the first week, and then I'm done.
And under the same token, should American Idol still keep going, or
No,
I didn't watch the new ones. I didn't watch the ABC version.
you didn't watch a Katy Perry and them?
No.
I think it's coming back, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is.
Don't look at me. I have no clue.
And let's wrap it up with the reality, though. What about AGT, America's Got Talent?
Well, they got issues with all that shit coming out.
I like that show, but I don't like it. Like the last season was not good. I didn't like it that much.
What didn't you like about it? The judges? I know you love Howie Mandel.
Yeah, I do like Howie, but no, I just felt like the acts overall, they just like weren't like usually like at the end you'll have like those like exciting acts where you'll be like, oh look at that, that's cool, but it's just like singers. It's a lot of just singers.
You could make the argument it's been like that
dancers.
for years, though.
Yeah, but I still like the best when it was just the 3 people. But
When was it 3?
you don't remember when it was 3?
No,
It was
I don't.
Howie and
3
then
judges.
I know what
3
you're talking about. Yeah, but what?
Well,
three?
originally it was
Sharon,
It was
Howie,
Sharon, Howie,
and
and
Pierce
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah, I
But then
didn't
changed,
watch it at that
It changed
point.
from Pierce to Howard Stern.
That's when I started watching it.
Those were the 3 I liked the most.
To me, I like the I didn't like the judges because first of all, Julianne Hough, I don't care.
I don't like her.
Dwayne Wade's woman, I don't care. You know what I mean?
She's the one that's putting up the big stink.
I like the Mel B, Heidi
Stink about
Klum, Simon.
She said it's a boys' club and they
Yeah,
mistreat
it's
all the
super
women.
crazy. Yeah, they got
got,
some
like,
serious controversy
lawsuits
to
coming
deal
for 'em.
with. Yeah, it's
Really?
pretty nutty.
Oh.
One show I didn't see on your list here, and I wanted to bring up just because I was thinking of it, is The Connors. I don't know if you guys watch that show.
I bailed. Michelle still watches it. I do catch some
I
episodes.
just watched
here
it
and there.
last night. Did you
She-
watch that show at all?
And she doesn't like it at all. No.
I'm into it. I can't get enough John Goodman. Man, I got a soft spot for that dude like I do with a handful of other people. I just love John Goodman. I can't get enough. I also think that Laurie Metcalf, Aunt Jackie, is fantastic on that show too.
Yeah.
She does such a great because she also does a great job. So they gave Katie Seagal like this weird thing where like she's trying to hook up with Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And she does this great thing, always talking about Roseanne. Like she hates the Katie Seagal character because like she always wants to talk about like how you're not like Roseanne and you're like a dirty herpes and all this kind of stuff. It's really
funny.
good, man. Yeah, I enjoy it.
I got too topical for me, so I bailed.
They kind of got away from that. I mean, it's still in there for sure, but I'm saying like it's more about like the Darlene stuff and all that.
Yeah, the last episode I saw is the one where Darlene's daughter moved out. And
Yeah.
moved in,
Yeah.
the girl from Shameless moved out. And she has a weird name on that show. I don't remember her name.
I don't remember what it is
It's,
either.
yeah. So, okay, that's that one. Now, this one, I only call it the first couple episodes. Michelle watches it at school. Do you watch that, Holly?
No.
Did you watch the first couple or no?
No.
And Charles, did you watch
I love Brian Callen. I love Tim Meadows. I don't watch the show. I haven't watched
it's a rough
it.
one.
No.
It's a generic ripoff.
No.
They should have just left those characters on the Goldbergs.
Yeah, I don't. And especially to give it to like Barry's woman. What's her name? Haley or not Haley? What's her name? I don't even remember.
Laney.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't watch it. I love Brian Callen, Tim Meadows, but no.
And then this next one, I know Charles is a diehard, but I haven't seen it in a while. Blackish. Holly, do you still watch that show?
Nope.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
watch a lot.
Still one of the best sitcoms on television, hands down.
Really? You think so?
Oh,
Do you
without
watch
it, I would put it up
do you
against
watch
any
all
other
the
sitcom.
other ones though, like all the spin-offs on it?
No, I
Fresh.
don't watch Grownish, or what is it?
Mixed-ish?
Mixed-ish. I don't watch any of that. Give me the OG Blackish is a great show. Oh my god, I can't get enough of it. It's my favorite sitcom I watch right now.
Oh, so you hope they don't cancel that.
Oh, please
What
don't.
season are they in now?
Oh,
Is
they
that
got to be
6?
deep, like 8, 9, somewhere in that area. They're
They've been
deep.
around a while.
Yeah, great
So,
show.
now, going with Blackish, I did hear that Fresh Off the Boat, this is going to be their last season.
yeah, they're
I
done.
like Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
It's okay.
These recent seasons haven't been good, but like I like it.
I love the dad.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's not amazing, but I'm in such a wasteland for sitcoms right now. Like I could watch them fresh off the boat.
So what's everybody's thoughts on American Housewife?
You just love that chick.
I don't like the show. I don't watch it.
But you love her. I love Dietrich Bader.
He never watches it. He doesn't like it.
He loves her.
He likes her, but he don't watch the
He's in love
show.
with her. He's been in love with her for years.
I'll just ask what Michelle watches more than I do.
I
You watch it with your pants around your ankles.
I lick the screen. I don't want to tell you about
I like that show. I like that show.
She's too over the top in it.
I've never seen an episode of it.
Really?
I've never watched the middle.
I like the middle when it
I
was
didn't
out.
watch any of that. Man.
Oh yeah, we always watch the middle.
And we did watch the middle. That was part of our thing.
I forgot about that.
Now, this one has a new controversy this week, and I know you two really watch this, and I walk in and out on it, but Survivor kicked a guy out this week for being handsy or something.
With a producer this time. So initially he got reprimanded for being handsy with contestants, and then now he finally got booted because of producer. So everyone's up at arms saying, how come you didn't go at him when he was touching contestants, only when he did a producer? But I would make the argument,
what kind of balls this guy's have?
he was touchy. They show like the chick, like it was weird. It's creepy.
What was he touching? Touching
Like
ass?
just like being way too handsy. It's hard to, you know what I mean? Like
he's being Joe Biden.
Yeah, like just being Joe Biden. And what people are up in arms about, like, well, why did you touch a producer? But my argument is, you don't know if a contestant's talking shit to get him off the show. You know what I mean? Like, so now here's a producer that's no skin in the game, if you will. And it's like, dude, you're still touching people, man. You got to go. Yeah. So, yeah.
And it's weird because last week they brought on his son on the show, too.
Yeah.
His son was just on it.
Yep. When they did the family stuff. Still one of the prettiest shows you can watch in HD. I always stand by that.
We don't know
because
Michelle records it in standard def every time. She records it in Poo Vision.
Oh my god!
I don't watch
it. Beautiful show. When they show those remote islands and you get that HD signal going on it, man, it looks beautiful.
Now, Holly, you still watch it with your mom every week, or
yeah?
Now,
I don't really. I like the last seasons more than this one.
I hate the Boston Rob thing where he's lecturing them. No, if you know, I'm like, just shut up.
They all go to like
they
the
keep
island.
taking that guy back
Because
up.
they got to shoehorn it. Because assholes like Michelle and your daughter won't watch it unless there's these old like legendary characters.
No.
I hate it. I hate they always bring someone back.
I don't like this season. Like they're all gonna go to this island and they're all still lying about what's really there. But like half of them have already gone there anyway. So
what are we lying about? Yeah.
Might as well be like, oh, there's 2 guys there.
But now my question to you two is now. Has it come and gone? Is its time about up? I mean, it's 30 seasons in.
Well, I mean,
are we
this
ready to
season
let
was
it go? Or is it just going to be Jeopardy and go on for years?
But like, I bailed on it for probably about 10 seasons, and then all of a sudden, I started watching it again. I'm like, I kind of dig the show. I can't believe I kind of dig it. So it kind of comes. It comes in on a style with me. I would say
they never do my favorite episode anymore. My favorite episode always was when they would eat the bugs. They always did.
They don't do that anymore?
They never do that anymore. The challenge where they always have to eat, like, they'll put, like, nasty, like, bugs on the plate, and they always have to eat it. They did it 2 years ago.
I wonder if someone got sick or had allergies or something.
But they, like, never.
Probably some dude died.
They never do that.
Throat caved in.
They never do that anymore, and that was my favorite episode.
I don't know. I think the problem is now is, and it is inherently a problem with Survivor, the alliance, like, there's just... all the politics that you can do in Survivor has been done at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like you know what I mean? Like what jockeying or whatever can you do?
And do we all agree that the isolation island or whatever they do is kind of stupid?
That's what we were just talking about. Yeah, they send them to.
It's dumb.
It's
so
it's
dumb.
getting old.
Yeah.
I don't know. They got to change up the locale. Even if you don't want to go cold.
That's the only way they'll get me back. They go Antarctica, I'm in.
But don't even do cold. Just do somewhere like other than like these Phukets and these you know what I mean? Like change up the location. I don't know why they do the way they do, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it.
So in this last one I just put on here for fun because Holly has just gotten addicted to it. She's watching The Bachelor. They just made it its way to Netflix.
Yeah.
And why do you love The Bachelor so much?
I don't know. Like, okay, he's talking all this crap. We were watching it at dinner, and he was all into it. Literally, he was
I was
like...
picking out the girls with the big tits.
No,
I was like, she's gone. Hey, D-Cup's here.
he was actually into it, so don't let him fool you. He was.
How much have I watched since then?
You know...
You watched, like, 3
0.0.
Okay. He's acting a fool.
You
now.
know how much... Like, so every day, Heather and I watch TMZ. I think TMZ is one of the funniest shows you can watch.
Yeah.
It really is great. They're obsessed with The Bachelor on that. They have like
So is, like-
recaps where they talk.
Jimmy-
I've never watched
Ellen-
The Bachelor.
Ellen is obsessed with The Bachelor.
Jimmy
too.
Kimmel recaps it on his show too when they have new seasons.
Didn't you say
too.
Howard Stern's obsessed with The
Yeah,
Bachelor?
Howard
too?
Stern's obsessed with it.
I don't watch it. at all.
Bachelorette and Bachelor, yeah.
Not my thing. I don't know.
I watched it with her. It was kind of fun watching with her making cracks, but after that, I think
Have those big titty chicks bake something, and I'm listening.
No, there's very few big titty chicks actually.
It's just fun. I
Out of
don't
30
know.
of them, you eliminated about 28. Now, honorable mentions that I know me and Charles don't watch that you do with your mother. What is the one with the lady in Pittsburgh that screams at everybody? Dance Moms. So she loves that. Now, has that been on too long? Does that need to wrap it
Well,
up?
let me think. The old seasons with the old original, they called them the OG Dance Moms. OG Dance Moms, best thing ever. Like Maddie Ziegler, they're all so good. But they got the new ones. They brought in like little kids. No, but that could go.
I got a show that needs to end.
And what's that?
Deadliest Catch. Needs
I didn't even
to
know that
end.
was still on.
And it's the same thing. I bailed on it, and I'm sad to say one of my favorite shows. The captivating to see these guys really put it out on the line and kind of reality show. It just got so rinse and repeat. I just every season I'm like, now I know what work is. I'm good. Like, it's
Same token, probably like Pawn Stars, right? It's only,
I still watch Pawn Stars though.
is it more of like a background thing, or is it?
No, I watch Pawn Stars. I
wow.
do. I like some Pawn Stars.
And then your other guilty pleasure is the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders getting yelled at, right?
That show is so good.
They love hot chicks getting
My
belittled.
favorite shows to watch is like first Honey Boo Boo.
Now, has that
Mama
grown too
Dear.
old?
No, it can never. It can never. I
thought it was done.
No, they repackage it. Like one, they made the mom try to make the mom hot. And-
I saw
She
that.
went to jail for
Yeah, like that's a whole thing now. She's
No,
like
they'll
a
get her out, put her
crackhead.
back on TV.
Yeah.
Probably not. No, like because the mom's still not
and
out.
like someone's got custody of her and stuff like that. It's weird.
Pumpkin has the one who had the baby.
So bothered.
She's the one who has Alana too.
Yeah, it's a
and then,
whole
like,
thing
Her
now.
husband and stuff like
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah,
it's
like
a whole...
I think that's probably gonna be like over until like she's out. But that show, the best show. I love Honey.
I
Boo
did
Boo
watch it back in the day.
and
The
Mama
TLC
June
stuff. It was
dude,
good.
Mama June is so good, and she's not even hot now. She's still ugly. That's the thing.
she
But,
was
like,
never
Was she
hot.
hot?
No,
yeah, I
no.
missed that window.
no, because they said from not to hot, but she never was hot, and that's the thing.
Now, there's a
So
new.
good.
Tell me if you're interested in this one. There's a new one. I forget the name of it. It's coming on TLC. It's
I do love TLC.
Fat and Thin or something like that. It
The
follows,
Fat,
Right.
hot and fat or something
yeah,
like that.
it follows three couples, and each one of them's huge, and the other one's tiny. I guess there's a scene where three of them get in a hot tub at the same time. The water comes flowing out of the hot tub.
That's
Now,
so
are you
good.
guys interested in something like that?
I would.
I'm like catching a
like,
marathon.
Like like super size versus super skinny. You ever watch that?
No.
Dude, that's crazy. It's like this one lady who's like,
Crazy.
okay, I want to be okay. Someone who's really big, not going to be very
Fat.
Someone who's like very large, and then someone who's skinnier than Brie, like super small. And then they switch diets for a week, and like it shows you the amount, like how much the big person will eat, and it's like it fills up a whole two, and the skinny person won't. They'll eat like they'll smoke one cigarette, and that'll be like their meal. And then it's like it's so.
What channel is that on?
It's like it's in the UK.
Oh.
One show I love is My 600-Pound Life. I love that show.
Little
That
Rocket
show's good,
Doctor's the
too.
best.
I get sucked
We've been
into
sucked
that.
into that.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Now, I was just about to bring up,
That
Mr.
show's
Can you
good.
sit through Pimple Popper?
I
know
can,
you're
yes.
kind of queasy on
Yeah.
that.
These are such good shows.
All
you're
reality
talking.
shows.
Problem is with
Now you're
Pimple
talking.
Poppers, it's very rinse and repeating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. You start. That's a melanoma. Yeah. That's.
You start diagnosing.
Yeah. He's gonna pull out that raw chicken out of his arm here in a
Yeah.
minute.
But that's a good show. I like TLC. TLC and Lifetime.
You know that used to stand for the Learning Channel. Now it's just
Now
garbage.
is
I don't watch Lifetime. I do watch a handful of TLC stuff.
TLC, Lifetime.
So there we go. A little recap on TV. What should be on? What shouldn't be on? The mindless stuff my daughter watches, and what we
The
all watch.
Cheerleaders, that's a good one.
One other random honorable mention that I watch still is Forged in Fire. I still love that show, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a great show.
Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zingerman.
No, I don't like that show.
That show, me and Grandpa Dave can just like we watched.
Don't
that
you guys
show.
watch that Gator show all the time too?
Oh, gator hunting? Yeah, I could tell you the price of a gator. I learned. I literally can tell you.
For like a year, her and Dad would watch Gator hunting all the time.
So you watch gator hunting and then you watch the food show.
You know one show that a lot of people like that I haven't got into, but couple people at work are pretty ravenous for is that Curse of Oak Island on History Channel.
Never heard of
It's something to do with like there's like supposed to be like this buried treasure on this island, and like somehow that like every time they try to like go and like excavate this island, like some disaster happens and stuff like that.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's super, but people love it. Oh my god.
I forgot about gator hunting. That's a good one too.
All right. So you can zone out here for a couple minutes, Holly. We're about to talk about football.
I'll think about gators.
Think about gators. You tell me how much money I'll get for a 21-foot gator. After the football, you'll tell me. So Thursday night had Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. Ravens pretty much wrapped everything up. Did you watch this game?
No, I did not. I put on here Lamar Jackson set the single season rushing for a QB, set that record.
Yeah.
And only going to go further.
And they locked up their division. Obviously, they're going to be in the playoffs.
Are they going to be the number one seed if they continue to win out?
Yeah, I think so. You know, might have caught them with New England, but I don't.
Boy, they somehow are painting New England as a dumpster fire right now. It's really weird.
Yeah, they are 10-3.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
They do every year though. They
Yeah.
lose about 4 games, and when they lose those 4 games, do we lose done?
Yeah, but Morgan.
Ask our buddy in Chicago how many times he's told me Tom Brady's done. Really, today had a lot of crap. I mean,
I got to tell you, today we got the worst aired football in Detroit.
the Bucs
Detroit
versus
market.
the Lions
Oh my
was
god,
the worst.
I actually went downstairs. That's when I ended up starting watching Underground 6. I was just looking for something. Like, I can't watch this.
But the highlight
They
of the
got
game-
smoked, too.
Yeah, well, they made it close for a little bit, and then it was 24-3 for the longest time. Then it went 17-24, then 31-17. I think that's how it ended. But by then I fell asleep. It was terrible. The biggest game of the day during the day was Houston versus Tennessee because it was first place in the AFC South. Houston won that game. I don't know the final score, but so it looks like Tennessee might lose the playoffs if they might have to win out.
Well, because I need my squad to take a wild card. So, yeah.
So it's going to be between Tennessee, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh for the wild card.
And it's a big game with implications tonight. A huge game tonight.
So, and the rest was, Dallas right now and the Rams.
34-7, man.
I did not see the Rams are done. So that's a pretty big one there. Tonight, though, this is the big one for Charles's team. This is Buffalo versus Pittsburgh. Funny, beginning of the season, when you're looking at this record or at the schedule, you'd be like, "Oh, Pittsburgh's just going to kill Buffalo."
Yeah.
But now it's probably going to be a pretty close game.
It's going to be a great game. And like you said, playoff implications all over the place on that game.
The winner of this one's probably going to have a hot track for one of the wild cards. I probably because it's in Pittsburgh, I like Pittsburgh on this one.
Yeah, you got to go with the home team, but you know who I would take regardless. So, yeah.
Now, the Monday night game would have been good if Andrew Luck didn't retire. But, Indianapolis versus New Orleans. New Orleans all day on this one, right?
I think I want New Orleans for sure.
Yeah,
But I got to tell you, this 34-7 is pretty shocking right here.
Yeah, the Cowboys finally turned it around. They did something weird about the coin toss. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, so somehow he didn't defer.
Yeah, he just said, I kick it off, and then screwed up on that one. So no college this week except Army-Navy. I did not catch that game. Do you know who won?
I know Navy was whooping up on him when I saw it the one time. And then the weird racial thing that happened was someone was doing that weird okay thing or something.
Who was doing that?
In a picture behind Chris Fowler. It's a whole thing,
Jesus. So now anytime you make a circular thing, you're going to be racist?
It's like an upside down okay thing, I guess. I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I remember there was a news story about a high school in Wisconsin. A lot of white kids did it in their picture. And that's when it got released, that's for white supremacy, this thing.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah, I never heard of it until that time. So
This?
you go, but
you
do it
go
upside
down. Yeah, it's down.
So a lot of them
probably should stop doing it, as Facebook's probably flagging us for
There's
discrimination.
this thing on TikTok. It's where you go frickin' mint, and then I don't know, but I didn't know that meant like that.
Yeah, a lot of kids for their prom picture, white kids in Wisconsin did it, and they all got in trouble for it. So yeah,
It wasn't even on my radar until all that shit.
Until I saw.
That's the only thing I saw that come out of it. But the big thing is, like you said, next weekend
is the second annual bowl pick show. I'm gonna have me some proper 12.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make my picks. She's gonna drive me home.
Yeah,
she'll make you some.
We're
more
adding
cookies.
to it, so it's gonna be the 4 from us from last year. And then plus Gabe, we're going to add Gabe in on remote.
And we'll see who can have the most wins on this bowl season. We might miss
We have a blast doing it.
It'll be right after Pat Boss Christmas extravaganza.
Yeah.
So we'll be all good on that. All right, so that's all for the football, Holly. So you good? You happy?
Mm-hmm.
So now, Holly, tell your Uncle Charles you wanted a speaker in your room, right?
Yeah, because the one he gave me died.
What kind of speaker? Why don't you get like an Alexa?
No, I wanted a Google Home, so I want because I had.
Get a Google Home.
Yeah.
They're dirt cheap on like Black Friday.
That's where the story's going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're jumping ahead.
He gave me his old like Google Home he had in his room for an alarm clock, but the alarm feature didn't work, but it still played music, so I put it in my room. But then it just died.
Yeah,
So
speaker
that was
died.
trash.
It was only $30.
I can tell you, so an Alexa's house is my only alarm clock. I have that spot upstairs now. It's the best way to do an alarm clock nowadays.
I don't know what the Alexa alarm sounds like, but the Google one's kind of low. It's like doo doo doo.
Oh no, you wake up that Alexa one.
I'll sleep right through the Google
one.
one.
Will you?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I can't hear the Google one.
yeah, the
Dude,
Google
the
one's
Alexa
not
one
good.
gets me and Heather up. We
And
do
you don't
it
get to
now.
pick different chimes. It's only the one chime for an alarm.
So it's just not working
I'd
for
pick
you.
like some dude screaming or something,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Can
So,
you wake up to like a music account though, or something like that? Have you tried that?
No,
I thought you said you could, but you couldn't figure it out.
I couldn't at the time. Well, this was 2 years ago when I got all my
The
Google
problem is
stuff.
with a lot of the Google stuff, just like a Chrome, is they want you to do it on a phone and then send it to like that can be kind of maddening on some level.
it is. But for her, it's great because she lives on her phone.
Oh, okay.
So of course I went over the top. The Google Mini was on sale for $25. I got her that. Then I got a Wi-Fi plug for her so she can use the voice commands on her fan. And then I got a light switch, Wi-Fi light switch.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Did you swap the light switch out? Oh,
So it was the light switch by our wall. I take the old light switch out, right? And it's got a metal box, but the metal box is too small for those Wi-Fi lights. Just got that backing to 'em.
beefy, yeah.
So I had to go to the store and get a new box. I got a new plastic box. What I didn't know, there was 2 wood beams, and that's why they had a tiny box in there for the lights. So I had
You
to
had no
shit.
depth, yeah.
I was like, screw this. I just put a regular light switch back in, and that's when I went back and got Whiz lightning bulbs that are only $10 a piece from Philips Hue.
So the Philips Hue. Now, I'm pretty deep into a lot of this stuff, as you know. I've got Lutron Casita stuff here. You're getting
Did you just speak English? What was that?
Lutron is the company,
Oh,
and the
okay.
Casita line is. So I did my switches. To your point of what you tried to do.
Yeah.
The Hughes stuff, you needed the bridge. Did you have to have a good bridge for these
No,
Wi-Fi
that's
bulbs?
what's great
now?
about these. So 2 years ago, I bought all the Hue stuff. And if you remember, they were $30 a bulb.
Yeah, and you needed the bridge.
You needed the bridge. These new ones that I put in her room are Whiz lightning balls. They're only $10 a piece. You don't even need a hub.
Oh, okay.
All you do is screw them in, download
Keep
the
them
app,
powered and
you're
ready
good to go.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, why didn't I do this? After 2 hours screwing with this light switch.
So I have in my living room, I have a LifeX bulb, which is similar to what you just described, this Philips bulb. So it's got a Wi-Fi antenna built into it, and then just
How long has that lasted you?
Oof, I've had it now about 5 years or so.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we get a while out of it. And how you mess with the app, does it seem complicated? It works pretty good for you?
No, it's easy. You can just pick the color or whatever, and you can change that.
Dad's blowing up.
I know, he's a very famous person.
He wants to know about those light bulbs.
Yeah.
And then it's just really simple. And then I made in my room Christmas colors.
Yeah, you can change the colors of the bulbs.
cool, yeah.
She put one green, one red. You
That's
can-
the way to do it. I mean, only $10. That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, I will never buy the Hue bulbs again.
Yeah,
I was like,
'cause
why do
they
I
were
need this hub?
pricey,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so when my Hue bulbs die in my living room, I'm going to replace them with the ones I put in her room.
And these are by Philips. These are
Yeah,
Philips
buy
Whiz.
at Home Depot. I got a 2-pack for $19.
Yeah, there you go.
And you buy them individually, it's like $10 a piece.
And I think that people didn't like the Hue stuff because the barrier to entry was a little bit more intense. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like these sound like pretty dummy proof. It's basically just putting a new bulb in.
And put an app on your phone. That's all you
Right,
got to do. And then once you have that on the app, you connect the app to your Google Home, and then you can use the.
You just do the link between them.
Yeah,
Yep.
The only thing that's not very good is you can't say, "Okay, Google, please dim my lights 30% or whatever." It doesn't seem to do that.
Or if it does, you probably haven't dug deep enough.
Or there's going to be a certain voice command you
Yeah.
need. She just pops it up on her phone.
I just do it on my phone.
Yeah, it's
I don't
just-
talk to the Google. I just do it on my phone.
I bet you could probably do it through Siri too. Did you try that?
No,
But,
I just go on the app.
so you like the bulbs and you like the Google.
Yeah.
Everything working.
$10
good?
sounds like a great
Guess
value.
what my name of my room is? It's not Holly.
Holly's Lair or something.
It's Lord Farquaad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A little
Farquaad.
Shrek reference.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the review for the week. I say the Whiz lightning bulbs are at Home Depot,
They sound
$10
like a great
a piece.
deal.
Much better than the Hue bulbs. I have both at my house. Hue's going to cost you a lot more, and you have to have that stupid hub plugged in all the time. Not a big fan. All right, so Holly, we're going to go to rapid reviews. You're going to tell me if you want to see it, don't want to see it, or
Okay.
don't know what it is. I'm gonna guess you're not gonna know what most of it is, but I'll try to describe it the best I can. First, we're going to the movies, and this one, Holly, you familiar with Adam Sandler? You know who he is?
Yes.
He's getting tons of movie award buzz for this movie that's coming out of theaters this week. Uncut Gems. We're not talking about a Jewish penis. We are talking about
Space.
Okay.
We're talking. I think he's some kind of a jeweler or
He's
something.
some kind of jeweler.
Ends up in some kind of dark thing.
This is the most award buzz he's gotten since Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I won't go to the theater to see it, but I will watch as soon as it comes out on Blu-ray. So I'm a no. Holly, what do you
No.
think? No for Holly.
I'm intrigued. I'll be honest with you, but like you said, it's probably a Blu-ray thing for me. But yeah.
Now, the next one, this is, I don't know how many of you out there watched Fox News, but this was that big news controversy with the blonde reporter and Richard Ailes grabbed her ass.
Fox News.
Yeah. Charlize Theron's in this. Nicole Kidman's in this. The guy from Third Rock plays the main guy, the tall guy. John Lithgow, he plays the main Fox News guy. So I'm a no. I don't really care about TV news networks. And Holly?
No.
You sure you don't want to see it, Holly?
No.
Okay.
You said Fox News. I'm out. When I hear the word Fox News,
Yes.
I just am done.
This next one is by Clint Eastwood. It looks pretty good.
I don't think so. It just bothers me on some level. Everything about this movie, that dude that stars it, I can't take this movie. I don't know.
Okay. Holly, do you know who Richard Jewell is?
No.
Are you familiar with the Olympics?
Yeah.
Back in 1996, are you familiar with Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah.
They had the Olympics. This big guy found a bag and told people to get away. It ended up being explosives in a bag in the Olympics. He saved a bunch of lives, but then he got blamed for the explosive. That's basically the Richard Jewell story. I don't want to see it at the theater. I will watch it at home, so I'm a no at the theater. Holly, do you want to see Richard Jewell?
No.
Are you sure? After all that explanation I gave you? No,
These movies are not.
Well, it's awards season. And, of course, I didn't put it on there, but Star Wars is coming out. That's all yes from all three of us, right? Charles, Richard
I'm
Jewell.
a huge no. I can't explain it. Every time I see the trailer, I want to punch that guy with his weird mustache and he's
He
weird.
looks like Andy Reid.
He's like autistic on someone. I can't take it. He drives me nuts. I don't like this movie.
Okay, I think we know
No.
his is a no.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
I didn't know
can't
you felt so
explain it.
strongly about it.
Every time I've seen it, I'm just like, why is he talking like that? Why is he acting like that? I don't like it.
Okay.
I will not see this
Anywho.
movie.
Even at home?
No.
Now on Blu-ray and DVD this week, Brad Pitt's handsome ass is back with Ad Astra. This is that weird sci-fi movie he did.
Flopped.
After Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm in no hurry, so I am a no on Brad Pitt movies. Holly? Nope.
And I'm a no. Yeah, I'm with Holly on this one.
This next one, I might see it out of curiosity because of the retard sitting across from me. Downton Abbey, the movie, is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD.
If I can make a recommendation, probably watch the show first.
No, I'll just
You
read
have Amazon Prime.
I'll read Wikipedia. I'm good. So I'm about a yes because I'm curious of what the hell he's in love with. Holly,
I don't even know what that is.
it's a show that your uncle will stab you to watch.
It's so good. It's like High School, the musical, the series. That's so good. I love
Does anyone
this show.
sing in Downton Abbey?
No.
Oh, man.
Not at
Can't
all.
watch it then.
No. I love this show. I saw this in the theater. Your aunt and I just can't get enough of this Downton Abbey. It's so good.
Your uncle thinks you're an uncultured swine.
Oh,
That's why
so
you don't watch
good.
it.
I have a favorite artist. We figured this out.
Yeah,
talk
my
about that in
dad
a
told me.
Banksy.
Super good.
This one was an animated movie that came out over the summer from DreamWorks. Is Abominable? Abominable? I can't say it right. I like animation. I might watch it. He does look like a lot like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. But I'm a yes on Abominable. Holly,
No,
you're not going to watch
Not
an anime
Pixar.
movie?
it's not like it doesn't look
It's not proper.
good.
Oh wow. Okay. And Charles,
I have a 7-year-old daughter. It's a yes.
you'll be stuck watching. Now this one, Charles and I saw at the theater. You're damn right. I'm watching it again. Rambo: Last Blood. Big yes. Holly,
No,
you don't want to watch Rambo kill people?
no.
Okay.
I
and-
might need to get like a really cool Blu-ray set. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah,
Like,
all the
you know,
Rambos.
yeah.
Maybe it looks like a knife or
Yeah,
something.
I
yeah.
have like an older DVD.
Oh, they
one.
should make it look like a C4. And then have the
Yeah,
DVDs in it.
see?
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd buy that.
Steve's
Or a
marketing.
landmine, yeah.
That's copyright. Fat Guy's Little Podcast.
Yeah, yes, copyright. C4 Rambo set. So
Croc hole and C4 Rambo set.
So on streaming this week, Charles already watched some of this and kind of ruined it. 6 Underground with Ryan Reynolds. He's a handsome man, but Charles told me bad.
There's also a weird aviation gin commercial in the middle of it, too.
God, curiosity's getting the best of me. I'm going to say yes because I'm curious.
No.
Holly? No Ryan Reynolds for Holly.
It opens up with like a 25-minute long car scene. It's super crazy. It was a no. I'm not finishing that.
Oh, I did finish Hobbs and Shaw, so I have to compare it to Hobbs and Shaw to see which one's worse. Michelle Wolf, she's a comedian. She's got a weird voice, I think, with the curly
It is
hair.
a brutal voice. It is nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, her new stand-up joke show with Michelle Wolf.
You may be shocked to hear this, but the first bit she does is about how hard it is to be a comedian in this woke culture nowadays. Then the second bit she does is how men don't understand periods. Why don't I like chick comedy? I don't
'Cause
understand.
it's the same
Dude, it's literally the same
She's also kind of
thing.
political. Was the Trump joke shown in there?
I bailed on it after the
There's
period stuff.
I
I'm
guarantee
like,
the
I
Trump
am
joke is
done.
coming right after that. Michelle Wolf, I can't stand her voice either, so I'm a no. Holly,
No.
have you ever watched a comedy
Yeah,
special?
what stand-up does Holly
No.
like?
I don't watch stand-up.
No.
I'm not finishing this. It just is a long list. I just struggle with female comedians. They're lost on me. I can't explain it. I don't like it. No.
This next one is a unique one, the Aeronauts. It's got the guy from the latest Harry Potter movies, Redmond
Yeah,
or whatever his
yep,
name is.
yep.
It's about the first built weather balloon, him and his wife, and they go up in the upper atmosphere and stuff like that. It's very British. It looks unique, I'll tell you that much. Don't think I'm going to watch it, though, so I'm a no. Holly?
Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to see it in class.
But it's all about weather balloons. Holly.
That's where the name comes from.
Sounds a bit much. I'm a no. on
Yeah,
that
so
one.
there you go. There's rapid fire for this week. Holly was like, just no on everything, please.
It
Yeah.
was no to everything. I did not say.
I
I
was
said
surprised.
no.
Abominable? No animated movies anymore for you, huh?
I do like anime movies, not
But
that
they have
one.
to be Disney or Pixar.
Just not that movie.
What if Shrek 5 came out? Would you be yes on that?
At the theater though, I'd see it at home. I don't know how.
I
well.
like the Shrek movie.
I like Shrek, but the fourth one was not the best.
They're supposed to be making a fifth one. by
I
the
know
way.
they are. It comes out next
Going
year.
back to the cash cow, baby.
Yeah. Okay, Charles, tell us about getting punched in the face.
Yeah, so just with the pugilism report, we're running long, so I'll just kind of go through this real quick. So UFC 245 was a good card. I talked about it last week. Kimura Usman KO'd Colby Covington, the Trump supporter guy, in the 5th round. From what I read on all my blogs and stuff like that, it wasn't very much in doubt, and he actually put the Trump supporter to bed, which is cool. The big one is, and I talk about this all the time with UFC, the best part about UFC wanted Max Holloway to make a return. Well, he lost. Didn't work. The other one, too.
Say that guy's name he lost to.
What's that? Oh, Alexander Volkanovski.
That's the same hockey player Holly likes.
I knew it. I knew. Amanda Nunes won in a pretty lopsided fight from what I gather here. Another one that they wanted, so Jose Aldo went down a size because he lost to Conor McGregor, so the UFC wants him back in there. He lost. It's just like I love it. And again, the other one, too, is 40-year-old Uriah Faber lost. So all the ones that they put out there, like please be good again, lost. That's what, I can't get enough of that in the UFC. I bring it up all the time.
Why do you have Korean Zombie next one?
So that's the UFC fight night that's happening next Saturday. Next Saturday at 5 a.m. Set your clocks, people. Set your Alexa alarms. Say
You're getting up at 5?
no, not at all. But I'll watch a replay on my ESPN Plus. But Frankie Edgar is going to fight the Korean Zombie. This is going to be a good match. The undercard is crap
How does one get a nickname of Korean
because
Zombie?
he just moves forward. Like it's really hard to describe like his fighting style. Like he doesn't put any emotion into it. He's just constantly. So like that's what they call him all the time. It's kind of good. So. But anyway, they're fighting Frankie Edgar. That's a great ESPN Plus bout next week. So I just brought that on there because that's going to be pretty good. So check that out. But yeah, so UFC 245, all the people the UFC wanted to win didn't, and I love it every time I bring it up.
So did you check out the Russian slap fighting?
I did, and I don't get it. It's kooky and weird.
The dude, there's a fat guy with
A lot of
beard.
it's not slapping. A lot of it's like they hit him with their forearm and stuff like that.
Some
I'm
dudes
like,
get knocked the hell
yeah,
off.
like it's weird. I'm like,
Russians are
what are the
crazy.
rules?
Have you seen that, Holly? The Russian slap fighting where they stand there and
Yes.
smack each other in the head?
Yeah.
Oh, could you do that with you and your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're
Ooh.
bigger than most of them.
Oh.
That's the other
Too
reason
bad you're
why.
weak.
Yeah.
You'd be like hitting him with licorice. Okay, Holly, I got a question for you, Holly. Next year, the new Xbox is coming out. How long do you think before your father buys it?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
He won't be able to get his hands on it that early. He's going to be a month or two.
I'm usually about 6 months behind
Yeah.
usually after launch.
6 months.
That's what it was with the 360 and them. Not 360, Xbox One X and all that. I didn't get it when it launched. He did, actually. He got one.
Yeah,
of the
I got a
ones.
launch model. Yeah.
So we're talking about this because Xbox
Their answer to the PlayStation 5
has released. They've shown pictures of it, and it literally looks like a box. I mean, it looks like a trash
I don't know.
can.
You're really wound up about this. I don't think it's that bad. I don't.
It's a canister.
But it can be set horizontal.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look like it would fit inside a.
You
I
just
want
turn
to fit
it.
easy. No, it's too bulky. It's too bulky.
You're annoying like your daughter at this point because like you just turn it
Show it to her.
outside.
Click that link. Show it to her. So it's called, and their names are terrible. You think they would just call it Xbox Scarlet or something. But no, it's called X. There it is right there. Looks like a trash can, right?
It is quite large.
But it can be turned. It doesn't have to
It's
sit
still a big
upright.
bulky box on its side.
The normal one is like this thin.
The
This is
biggest
like,
thing I want to make sure is if it doesn't have overheat. So they're cramming all this tech into that box, and is it going to vent properly and everything? That's my question.
Well, it is Microsoft, so probably not.
Yeah.
It'll probably overheat.
That
Well,
was-
let's talk about the name, though. Xbox Series X, that's the best thing they can come up with.
What would you have wanted it to
Just
be?
call it Scarlet, Xbox Scarlet.
You
Make
think
it easy.
so?
Yeah,
Like
but-
release it under the project name?
yeah, it's so much easier that way, but...
I don't
Or
know.
Xbox 4. Just do the PlayStation route.
Yeah, I don't know.
PS5 is so much easier than Xbox Series X.
It's weird. 'Cause
Are you going to get the one of the new consoles?
I don't know. It all depends. I really am into VR. I really am.
That seems to be the PlayStation route.
Yeah.
So you'd want to go that way.
But I think that they're going to start pushing, in my opinion, not based on anything other than the conversation I'm having with you right now, I think the prices are all going to start going up on them.
Yeah.
Because
no price in those.
on the new iPhone's $1,100. So it's not crazy to say we can get $700-800 for a new game console.
I keep hearing that the high-end one is going to be $700.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, dude.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, next question, Holly. How long before Tabitha and David get the new Xbox?
I don't know. She has the old Xbox. She doesn't like.
She has the white one, right? The older.
Yeah, like she doesn't buy.
She has an
Xbox.
S?
She doesn't
Yeah,
buy.
she has an S.
She doesn't buy new stuff.
Well, she's
like
not
that.
playing high-end ones
Yeah,
of it. Yeah, she wasn't
She doesn't
playing
buy
very.
new stuff like that.
She's usually a little behind me. Is usually
Yeah.
what it is. So
I mean, hey, if it's what you're into, I'm all for it. I can't justify $700 for a console right now. I just can't do it.
yeah. So now back to your VR though. Oculus.
You have the worst time. Oculus.
Oculus. Now I guess on certain things you need to log in with your Facebook account.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Facebook
I also
bought
didn't
them.
know that Instagram was now a Facebook property. When did
Yes.
that happen?
Ooh, that happened a couple years ago.
Was it a couple years? Because now it's right there on there, like from Facebook. I was like, oh, what is this about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. As long as, you have to have it or can you?
I think if you're gonna share stuff from the game, you have to be logged into Facebook. Like on an Xbox controller, you can share stuff, but with them, they make you log into your social media account.
I don't know. Do people really do that?
Oh well, no.
Is that a big thing? I'm being honest. Right now.
Streamers probably do it.
I mean, as we're
People
live on Facebook right now,
Yeah, I
but-
know. What a loser share stuff to Facebook.
Yeah.
Not me.
So now this next one, I know you don't give a crap about superheroes, but Marvel Television was a division that made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They've made a couple of the freeform shows, Cloak and Dagger, and stuff like that. So I guess they've all been closed down, and now they're merging into just the movie studio, which is going to be
Holly's
boring,
really
Holly.
into it.
Yeah, which is part of the Disney Plus. So like all those. So there will be no more television studio for Marvel.
Well, because they're not going to farm it out. It's all in-house now. So there's no reason
big
to.
news this week. They're closing all that down. But most of those shows have been
like
canceled.
you said, it's just going to be folded in. I mean,
Yeah, it's not. So, but they said they are going to lay off a couple hundred people or something because of it. And now finally,
I saw this.
yeah, the Griswolds is in development for HBO Max.
Johnny Galecki is
Yes,
really,
the guy from Big Bang Theory. Now, Holly, do you have any idea who the Griswolds are? You remember the Christmas
Yeah,
Vacation movie?
I do know.
They're going to make a series based on that. So, do you think that would be funny or just kind of a waste of time?
I wouldn't watch it, but I mean, other
He's
people
Leonard
might.
Hofstadter from Big Bang
Yeah.
Theory.
So he'll be some kind of producer on the show. So it all depends on who they get to play Chevy Chase's character. Ed Helms played it in that one movie. Played a grown version of his son, so it might not be a bad if you can get him, but he's probably doing movies at this time. Now, I go to MSN every once in a while, and they had the top 25 games this year that came out that they rated. And this is a weird top 5 that I read. And I was like, first off, no Jedi Fallen Order, no Mortal Kombat 11, no Call of Duty. The top 5 games, according to MSN.
I don't even know. I know Apex Legends.
Number 5, Untitled Goose Game. This is a PC game. It looks like trash, but it got real viral, and tons of people on Steam played it. So that's number 5. Number 4, Telling Lies. This is almost like an old school videos and stuff like that, and you listen to them, and you're like a police officer. You're supposed to figure out the murder, and I'd never heard of it until this list. Number 3, Apex Legends.
I know Apex Legends.
Number 2 just came out recently. It's a Control. It came out for all the systems. It's a first person. I don't know much about it. And number 1 was a remake of Resident Evil 2. So this is a weird top 5 list, right? It's probably the weirdest. Yeah. Because there's no Death Stranding on here. There's no Mortal Kombat 11. There's no Jedi
big
Order.
Marquee releases.
Yeah, all the ones everyone got excited for this week. No, but wasn't on there. So MSN, a little screwy. I don't know who's running their video game articles, but they're kind of dumb. Now, finally, this is funny because this came up in the next article. Every state has an official fish. And I didn't know that Michigan had an official fish. Now, my question to you two, I think I told Holly, so if you know it, Holly, be quiet. What is the state of Michigan's official fish?
The goldfish. The snack that smiles back.
Red snapper. I have no idea. A walleye or something?
Before I read the article, my guess was a largemouth bass.
Okay.
Totally wrong. It is a brook trout.
Oh, okay.
Now you guys know the official fish of
And
the state
why does that matter?
I don't know. I just thought it was for all 50 states. Even land like Nevada has an official fish. I thought that was kind of weird. So I was like, where the hell is the fish in Nevada?
California's is sushi.
It's Crunchyroll is the official fish. Okay. And then lastly, I was going to talk about this because it's that time of year, right? All you hear about is, oh, he's nominated for this and this TV series, the Emmys and this one. Do either one of you guys care about all these awards at this point?
I watch a lot of movies based on what I hear about them for that kind of stuff, and so do you. So you watched a ton of you watched that Regina King movie. You watch a lot of randomness.
Oh, I did that for the Academy Award, yes. But
How is this any different?
No, my original point was all the other ones. Do you care about the America's Choice Awards, the Guild Screenwriters Awards, the Golden Globes?
A lot of those are precursors to the Academy Awards. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. You stumbled upon the Green Book and how fantastic that was because of the award buzz. I use it like a recommendation kind of thing is how I look at it.
I mean, how many of them are you watching?
I use it as nothing.
No, that's not true.
I
was going to bring up the music one. Now you got the Country Music Awards, you got the People's Choice Awards, you got the Grammys.
I watch People's.
Which one's the most important? The MTV Music Awards.
I watched the MTV Music Awards.
I can't tell you the last award
the AMAs.
I've watched movies and TV, but I haven't watched any of that stuff.
I only watch the music ones. I don't watch the TV. Awards.
She makes her mom record them, and then the next day
we watch them live.
Oh yeah, Michelle always says she's sitting out there she'll fall asleep on the couch and Holly be watching.
I only watch the music ones. I don't watch like movies.
What about the MTV Movie Awards?
No,
I don't care. Just the music ones.
I only care about the music ones. Yeah.
There's how many of those though? It's the American Music Awards, the Grammys. There's the People's Choice Awards. There's the MTV Music. That's 4 of them right there.
People's Choice Awards.
I don't watch
That's
any of
not
those.
just music though.
Yeah, it's all kinds of awards there.
But I do watch that.
You watch that Nickelodeon one half the time.
Teach Choice Awards? Yeah, I do.
And she votes on it.
Yeah,
come clean.
Yeah, I vote on all of them.
I voted.
But it sounds like you're land-basting award shows. Everyone in this room watches them all. I don't understand what your beef is.
No, it's not really a beef. I was just trying to point out, does anybody
it's a
watch
rant,
a lot of them?
So
That's part of this knows that. But
you don't add up.
oh, man.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I watch the Academy Awards. I know Charles watches the Academy, or at least reads the highlights.
Yeah, I definitely will check
And that's
it out.
about it, though.
Yeah, but like the Emmys, well, you want to see
I don't
how
watch
Game
the
of
Emmys.
Thrones. Yeah, but I'm talking about you'll check the list out and be like, oh man, somehow they loved Miss Maisel the one year we've talked about it. Like
Miss
I don't
Maisel
know.
sucks.
My point being, Steve.
My point being is no one really watch. We only watch one.
Yeah, watch it as a recommendation is all.
And even the one, the Academy Awards, we barely watch.
I don't know, man. I think you're being tough on
And
awards.
she only watches 2 music ones. That was my point. But that's 3 award shows out of what 15 to 20 that are going to come
I
out.
mean, I don't watch any of the music. I don't get modern music though.
I watch
I struggle with a lot of
I watch all the social media ones and all the music
There's social
ones.
media awards.
Yeah.
Do you watch the Game Awards? You watch the Jeff Keighley one? Do you watch that?
No,
at all?
I didn't.
Because that's where a lot of this Xbox stuff kind of comes from. I know that.
What was it on? Was it on a station?
I don't know.
It used to be on Spike.
That's to me.
But then Spike left. I don't even know what Spike channel is now.
A lot of it's Paramount now. It's called the Paramount Network. A lot of, like you said, like I'll just catch an article the next day. You know what I mean? So like I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it live. I would want to gouge my eyeballs out. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess to your point, but
I watch them live.
I don't know.
Not the TV show ones.
The music. She's all about.
And then I hit Steve
'Cause I
up
vote on
earlier in the
them.
week, right? Who gets these weird cats that don't have any fur on them? You ever see these like
Hairless cats.
They're
Yes.
so creepy. Like,
Where did you see the hairless cat?
I forget how I caught someone with a freaking furless cat and I wanted to puke a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Like, who was
Holly,
like
would you like a hairless cat?
No, but I know what they
weird
are.
skin and all full? It's so gross.
It's like petting a nutsack.
It's so odd, man. I want this
Here's my
cat.
nutsack
Here's my cat apple bag walking around. I don't know.
That's my cat D's nuts over there.
I don't get that. I'm just like, it's so who bred that? Like, who was like, I need a cat with no hair.
Yeah,
So
I guess I
gross.
really don't like shedding.
Yeah. Ugh.
Cat dander really messes with my allergies. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just gross.
All right, that's gonna do it for this week, and thank Holly for being on the show.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I feel so blessed. She was on there. And of course, you can catch us on Google Play and Apple iTunes and fatguyslittlepodcast.com and wherever you can hear. Spotify, where Holly is on.
Yeah, you sent me that article. That our number one was like a weird Easter show.
Yeah, wasn't that weird?
Was that when we first started? Maybe.
No, we started in July.
Oh, then I don't know.
I don't know what we did at that Easter show. I was like,
We're banging that Easter show out.
yeah. So Easter's a big one for us. Jesus, So this is Steve.
And Charles.
We'll check you next time.